Hello everybody, hey Ruskin, how you doing, man? So, yep, welcome everybody. Sorry, it's been a little bit of a day today, unfortunately. So it looks like we're going to be getting a Wood Elf ban coming in from Void, and we're going to be getting a Vampire Counts ban coming in from Talcor. Sorry to everybody that played today, there was a little bit of an upset. It was no problem with the players involved, absolutely no problem at all. But just a little bit of an upset here, so everything's been pushed back a little bit. So everybody that is up really late, I do apologise. It's unfortunate. It's also a little bit of a mistake from myself. Always learning about this, moving on and going forward. There will be a few changes going forward with the tournament in a way of how we're going to run it. There will be some slight changes, nothing too drastic, but some slight changes that should help move things quicker. So apologies to those that had to wait very long to only play 2 games. So I do apologise for that. But here we go. We're going to be getting in up against Void, up against Talcor. So this is the semi-final bracket here, coming in for BattleMania. So this is the winners bracket semi-final. These guys, 2 very good players here. But how you doing, Ruskin? Rusky Jim. Big Rusky Jim. And then here we already have a semi-final loser bracket in Bob Tresh, and playing for 5th place will be Dr. Jellyfish, either up against Lunacy or whoever his opponent will be. So some good stuff coming in there as well. So it looks like we're going to be having a Lizardman ban coming in from Void, and Void's going to go Greenskins. Okay, I don't see Void go Greenskins very often. Interesting pick coming in from him. Oh, it's going to be some Greenskin on Greenskin action. Okay. Perfect. So Greenskins on Greenskins, this should be very interesting. I don't know what to say about this. This is going to be really interesting. Yeah, thank you to Void and Talcor. Awesome guys. These guys have been very patient, so thank you very much to them. So some should be a very interesting match. What are we expecting to see here? In this matchup, this is not a matchup I've played very often. What would I bring if I was the Greenskins player? I can't really get up any sort of units here, unfortunately, but it's difficult to say. I think you're going to have lots of skirmish coming in. You're going to be having lots of Spider Riders, and you're going to be having lots of Spider Rider archers come in. Lots of those, and from either side, you're going to be having... It's really difficult to say. Probably some sort of lots of regen for sure. Both armies are going to be very low on the leadership, so it should be very difficult. I'm sorry guys, I am extremely tired today. I was up this morning at before 8 AM and I have been doing university lectures all day, and I came straight on to do this and organise all of this. And now it's 8:45 here, and I'm very tired. So I'm going to try my absolute best for you guys today. It should be interesting to see. perfect. I honestly wouldn't know what to bring in for this matchup. I don't know what you guys would bring for this matchup. I think for me it'd be lots of Spider Riders, cheap and cheerful front line for sure. Maybe some goblins coming in, mixing in with some. I really don't know what I would bring. I actually don't know what I would bring. I'd have to sit down and think about this for a moment before probably see all of them and sit down and think for a moment. The matchup will be decided in the Lord matchup. I think so too. I think so too. And I think one of the best Lords coming in here for the Greenskins. Who's going to be the best Lord here for the pickup? Maybe Grom the Paunch probably, coming in with the regen. Grom the Paunch has also got some good AoE buffs. Snarl has also got some good debuffs as well, and some good rampaging mechanics as well. For example, you could rampage in goblins straight into anything. You know, there's lots of good stuff coming in here. You know, you could go anything, and this is the great thing about greenskins. They're nice and cheap, and you can bring almost anything. You're thinking where you can bring arachnid spiders from anything up until rock idols. You can bring even artillery is viable in this matchup. You could go a defensive box. The range here, range coming in from the greenskins is actually tremendously underrated in my opinion. Like, I don't think people rate like the greenskin backline as much as they should. Greenskin backline is disgusting, and it's one of the reasons they're so powerful. Just everything in their roster is so cheap and will trade effectively against almost any other roster. Nearly coming up against Skaven. I'd say Skaven is still better, but greenskins are surely very powerful. Alright, let's keep an eye on this here. Alright, let's keep an eye on the bracket whilst we're here as well. Okay, perfect. So the winner of these two will go through to the final. They will become at worst second. So for the point system today, I think it's 250 points for the winner today. Let me just double check. Yeah, so 250 points for the winner, 200 points for second, 150 for third, 125 for fourth, and 100 coming in for fifth. All top 8 players, so all top players, so that includes the loser. Whoever gets fifth basically gains a free 25 points over the player who comes sixth, and everybody else that comes top 8 gets 75 points. So there's a lot to play for in that fifth and sixth match. There's 25 points to play for there, which is surprisingly quite a lot of points. Well, I hope everyone had a good evening wherever you are. I hope those who partook in the tournament had a good time as well. Bobby Tresh coming in the chat. What's up, bro? Come on, Talcor. We're all back in Talcor. Lots of guys coming in from the VM today, so thank you for all those guys that jumped in. For those that don't know, Bob, he's playing in the WWC as well. Very, very good player. Would absolutely hand it to me. Rusky Jim playing very well today as well, man. I like seeing you play, dude. The few games I saw you play, the way you beat the high elves, very, very good with Dowie. That's a strong matchup. I normally ban high elves when I come up with Dowie. That's a strong play. Very, very good stuff. Unfortunately, it's your opponent there moving his lion chariots into your giants with just into your giant slayers. That was just yeah, unfortunate by him. And then you were able just to get your Grombrindle onto L'Ariel there, and that was pretty much GG's, unfortunately. Is there an issue with these guys? Are these guys all good? Hopefully these guys are okay. Oh, there we go. I'm just trying to show people the anti-high high elf build with Dowie. Yeah, the anti high elf build with Dowie is a difficult one because any good player with the high elves has got a ginormous advantage. Like the AP cheat value front line when you're coming in with white lines is pretty strong. Perfect. So Talcor's ready. We'll get Talcor in as well. You can certainly beat high elves. I did play in a WWC match up against Legion, and he brought Skaven up against me. I thought I had a good counter build. I didn't really know that he played Skaven very well, and I left Skaven open because I knew he played another faction really well that I wasn't very good at, and he just showed me just how strong Skaven are up against the Dowie. There was almost nothing I can do. It was an interesting matchup. Dowie can put it through. Dowie can put it through. If you get the right slows in the right area, you can do really, really well with the Dowie. I would say it's in my top 3 least favourite to play, though. I must admit. I don't know. I think Norska's pretty tough as well. Actually, Norska's pretty tough for the Dowie. I think there's quite a few matchups that are pretty tough for the Dowie. You know, I'm going to play on Oakenhammer. I really like this map. It's relatively nice and flat, nice and open. I just kind of like it quite a bit, actually. I'm not sure what it is about the map, but I just really like it. Maybe because I'm a Dowie player. Skaven are a plague. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, I brought, he went Giselle spam on me against the Dowie. I was going to go 4 bolt throwers. I went 3 in the end. I traded relatively effectively to begin with, but he also brought something that wasn't expecting. So he brought 4 units of Giselles and then also brought a unit of mortars, and the unit of mortars was the thing that pretty much put the nail in the coffin for me. I could have dealt with the Giselles for a short amount of time. Yeah, this greenskins thing is gonna be insane. It's just gonna be one big mad rush and war everywhere. I'm actually kind of excited for this. Like, I'm actually kind of a big fan of greenskins. I really do like playing greenskins. Really fun, actually. Let me just grab a jumper in here, guys. Just a little bit cold. Looks like one of the boys is having a bit of a problem getting in, I think. Yeah, I'm excited, man. Like, I just think that, yeah, there's just so much stuff you can do with greenskins. So much stuff. Greenskins are actually got, for all-round best faction, I think I give it to Greenskins personally. I think Skaven, if you're really good at getting 100% out of those units you need to get out for Skaven, Skaven are disgusting. At the top level, Skaven are disgusting. I think most mid to low players like myself really struggle with Skaven, simply because you've got to get 100% out of those units to make them viable. And if you don't get your value out of those units, then yeah, you're going to struggle pretty hard. All right, here we go. So let's go into the fan favorite. So we're going to go into Talcor here. He's going to be having some Spider Rider archers along the front line. It looks like 5 units coming in here. Oh, and he has some Wolf Riders as well. So 4 units here, some Spider Riders here, 3 units here. Goblin Wolf Rider archers, so 2 units. So lots of skirmish cavalry. This lot very cheap. 450 coming in for the Archer Riders and 400 coming in from the Goblin Spider Riders. Along the front line, we're going to be having some Savage Orcs mixed in with some... Ooh, okay, we have the ROR River Trolls. I like these guys. Coming in with their regen, their poison. Pretty good pick here. Stone Trolls coming in as well. Lots of good armor, lots of armor piercing. And it's not just to be Savage Orcs on the front. So Night Goblins here. So that's the ROR Night Goblins, is it? Yeah, looks like the ROR Night Goblins. Anything else here that is special? No, that's getting on the Lord today. So we are going to be having Wurzag. Okie dokie, let's get on Wurzag here. So both guys will be coming with Effigy of the Get back here. Here we go. Fist of Gork, Brainbuster, and he's also going to be coming in with the Bonewood Staff. Okay, good stuff there. And he's going to be coming in with the Squiggly Beast. Okay. Wurzag's Revenge. Yeah, he's got lots and lots of ability on Wurzag. It will all come down to this battle on how well he uses Wurzag. Be interested to see that. So over here for Void, we're going to be having some more Spider Riders. So 2 units there. So Forest Goblin Spider Riders here. Also going to be having some Savage Orc Biggins come in. Okay, so we're going to have some Biggins over here, 3 units of those. The 8-peak Loonies, really like these guys coming in with their Fanatic ability. Going to be having 2 more Forest Goblin Spider Riders over here and some more Riders. So we're having 3 units of Riders and 4 units of Archers. Yep, 4 units of Archers. And in the back, we're going to be having an Orc Shaman and... oh, 2 Orc Shamans and Grom. So Grom's going to be coming in with Axe of Grom, Lucky Banner, the Great Unit here, Language of the Boys, and obviously becoming with his regen. And for the Orc Shamans are going to be having Scroll of Shielding, here we go, Brainbuster, and the other one's going to be coming in with Scroll of Shielding. I think you can come with 2 Scroll of Shieldings, I'm really not too sure about that. Okay, ready when you guys are. So here, as we can see, it's going to be pretty much a kiting game. Who can catch who off guard? I like Wurzag. I think Wurzag's a good choice here. He's really going to need to get the Winter Magic out of that. But there's more Winter Magic coming over here on the left-hand side, coming in for Void. So we're going to have the orange side and we're going to have the light blue side here. So I'm going to say blue and orange. So for the blue-green, for the orange-green skins over here, they are going to be pushing their skirmish cavalry around here to the left-hand side. They do have more models, so they're going to be having the Goblin Wolf Riders here as well. So these guys don't have the poison, but they're going to be having that, I think, increased damage on the missile range here. Let's have a little look. No, so less missile range, but they're going to be a little bit faster. They're going to be coming in with 92 speed, so they should catch these guys relatively easily. But Grom will come through here with a bit of a juke. So no real fire damage, I don't think, on either side that I saw. So Grom here going to be a little bit of a pain to deal with, especially coming in with regen. He's going to have to get him caught up here using the Stone Trolls and really just try and beat the living hell out of him, really. Because I honestly don't know what he's going to do up against Grom. He has the Skirmish Cavalry, but he has to win that if he wants to beat Grom. So he's got some good counter here waiting with the Goblin Forest Spider Riders. He does need to. He's just going to be baiting and waiting, and if these guys do charge in and overcommit, he'll jump in, pop in them with the poison, and then drop in with all these other units as well, and on top of Grom as well. So I think here we're going to be seeing Talcon moving forward. Yeah, I think it's better for him to move forward, but he's only going to be having normal Savage Orcs. We're going to have some big uns on this side. Not too sure about the big uns going up against the Savage Orcs. I'm not quite sure on the trade value there. I think obviously the trade value is going to be good, obviously favouring the big uns, but is it going to be cost effective? I don't think so. I think it's going to be more cost effective coming in here with the Savage Orcs, the normal variety. And we do have more Skirmish Cav coming over here from Talcor. So it all really comes down to the Skirmish Cav. How well can they play? Can he keep Grom at bay? He doesn't want to commit with Grom, because if he commits with Grom, he's in big trouble. Because if he loses him, that's game over, GG's. He's got nothing else. But he does have 2 Orc Shamans coming with a Scroll of Shielding. So if Grom does get in trouble, he can pop the Scroll of Shielding, giving him 57 seconds of 22% physical resistance. But over here, as we can see, we are still going to be having that skirmish. There's more skirmish over here, so in theory, they should be winning. Just target down the skirmish. Maybe try and see if you get one unit into melee combat. Just keep shooting them. Try and see if you can try and pull these guys down. We are going to be having the spiders on the front, trying to come along and juke and trying to just pin some... As you can see here, very good stuff here. Just pulling the units away, really deforming the shape here coming in from Void. So Void normally a Wood Elf player as far as I've seen. So he's got some very, very good... he's going to have some very, very good ability here to maneuver his units very well. So in the battle here, we do have Grom. He has been pinned in. He has been hit relatively hard. Now, Grom is going to be in big trouble here. As you can see, we do have Lucky Banner going down, Axe of Grom going down, and we also have the Axe of Grom, which gives him negative armor as well. All of his buffs have gone. We do have the Goblin Big Boss, which I did miss, unfortunately. Sorry, I didn't see the Goblin Big Boss. He must have been in the trees somewhere. But we have managed to hop onto Grom and get some good value here, including Wurzag. So here we go, being popped around, giving that plus 40 melee attack. And we should be getting some good damage here. Is he going to be able to get out? He's going to be using his Spider Riders here alongside. What's he brought in here? So he's got some. Oh, he's got the ROR River Trolls in as well. Okay, so it looks like Grom is going to be able to get away. Can Wurzag get away now, though? Can Wurzag get away? He's got to get back here, so he's increased his leadership for the surrounding troops. This is where all the battle comes down to. He has lost his Goblin Big Boss. So Talcor has lost a hero, and he will be getting chased off by Grom. I think he's going to have to use the Spider Rider units if he wants to save him. So Grom has disengaged. That's interesting. 92 speed, yeah, so he wouldn't have caught him anyway. Okay, looks like there's a blob going in here as well. So it looks like we're going to be having the Stone Trolls coming in the middle. So Scroll of Shielding going down, plus 22% resistance coming in here. A nice Brain Buster coming in from Talcor up against these guys. I don't know what we have here to damage up against the Stone Trolls coming in. There's going to be some Stone Troll on Stone Troll violence over here. And we also have these Savage Orc Biggins coming in. Actually, balance of power pretty even, both coming in with relatively similar troops. A little bit more elite coming on the side of Void, though. As you can see here, losing the Goblin mid-boss is going to be a big loss due to leadership. Really try and get this guy out. Do not want to be losing him. Wise around will help, but he looks like he's going to get beaten down if the River Trolls, the RRR, do stay on, having that poison and that mass armor-piercing damage. Over here on the left, we still do have a good skirmish core here. They are shooting in with just only one unit of poison coming in here. So they've only got to hit one entity within the unit to get poison for the whole unit. And War's going down here. Oh god, this is difficult here. So we have War going down here for Void. So it looks like Wurzag does need to get out of there, especially with that War pop on top of Grom with the RRR trolls in there. He's going to struggle. He needs to get out. Only coming with 48 speed, he will be caught relatively easily. He gets shot here, coming out with the Spider Rider archers, he will get caught relatively easily. Unfortunately, I think that is going to be a loss coming in for Talcor here. Unfortunately, losing Wurzag is a massive penalty to the leadership, and unfortunately the army breaking there by the looks. Yeah, as you can see, the leadership is really going to come through, and that is army losses. Wow, guys, that was phenomenally hard to cast for me. That was really tough. Just going to double check with the Orc Shaman there. I believe you can take 2 scrolls of shielding. I'm not too sure. Getting outshot. Yeah. That was tough. Grom, probably my favourite pick for the Lord choice here, coming in for the greenskins. Just going to double check. Double scroll of shielding. One sec, guys. We did have a double scroll of shielding. I don't know if you guys know. I might have to check the rules here in a second if these guys don't know. But I did see the double scroll of shielding coming on Void. I know you can't have the same spell. I don't know if you can have the same item. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I don't think you can. Let me double check that. Okay, so let's go into the rules here. Apologies, guys, just going to have to be getting the rules up. I don't know if you know, Bob. I don't know if you're still in the chat, mate. If you can have double shielding. I don't know if you can have that. So bound spells don't apply. Oh, let's see what the boys are saying. Okay. Let me send Bob a message. Bob will know. Bob should know. Right. Just going to double check that. If it's all fine, then we'll just process on. Doesn't look like Bob is in the chat. Right, let's just have a look here, see then. Sorry guys, it's a small rule, but I'm not sure on it. Not sure it actually states. Yes, you are. Okay. Thanks, Bob. Great help. All right, thanks to Bob Tresh there. So, well played to... You are allowed to take 2. Perfect. So, we're just going to be moving on the bracket there then, guys. So it turns out you are allowed to take 2 scores of shielding. You are allowed to take them. So well played there. Was one I wasn't particularly sure about, if I'm truthfully honest. Right, so it looks like Talcor has left. So it looks like we're just going to be waiting up here just for a moment up against... we're going to be having VM Suto coming up against Lunacy right here. The winner of those... The loser of those 2 will be playing Dr. Jellyfish for 5th place. And the winner of those 2 will be playing for 4th place. So the winner of them will move on to play for 3rd place. So the losers here... It's a little bit complicated. So we've got 2 joint 5th places here. The loser goes 6th. So the loser between VM and Lunacy here will play Dr. Jellyfish here for 5th place. The winner here between those top 2 will move on to play Bob Tresh. They'll both be playing. The loser there will gain 4th, and the winner will play for 3rd and 2nd. Yeah, so good knowledge there coming in from the rules here from Void. So good stuff going in there. Just double check onto these boys, see if they're doing okay. See if maybe I can hop in on these boys and we'll cast them as well. How are you doing today, guys? What do you think about the build? Do you think it was a good build coming in from both sides? I very much, for myself, I liked the build coming in from Void. I did like it. I did think his more elite big guns might struggle, considering there was a lot less of them, and coming in with a lot less skirmish, he might struggle. But that little nice blob there in the middle and taking out Wordzag was actually really good coming in from Void. And it turns out the 2 scores of shielding probably helped him very much within that battle. I did see 1 popped onto the ROR River Trolls. So that there would have been very helpful, because I think they got a lot less armor than the Stone Trolls. Okie dokie. I think we're just going to get a quick game going, guys, here. Just a nice friendly game once we wait for the stream to continue. Just waiting for 2 players here that unfortunately got held behind just a little bit. So we're just going to get another game going now, quickly. Just get a nice friendly game going. Just inviting some guys to see if they'd like to play. Should have. I don't know if Bobby's on here. Perfect. So it looks like Bobby might come play 1 or 2, and then we'll just wait for these guys. They just need to catch up. They're 1 game behind. So once these guys are ready, then we can literally just knock these ones out of the park. We'll be playing for 5th first, then 4th, then 3rd, and then we'll be playing the final. So the final will be up against Void. So Void won last week, playing very, very well up there with the Wood Elves up against the Empire. So good stuff to him. No problem. Did anybody else here from the chat want to have a quick game? Whilst we're on stream, whilst we're waiting just for a moment. We'll get somebody else again. I don't know if you want to have a game, Rusky, or anybody else wants to have a quick hop in and have a game. Come show Bob how to play. All right, so we have Rusky Jim coming in. Perfect. Let's get Rusky in whilst we're waiting. Let the meme begin. Indeed, let the memes begin. We're all about the memes here. We're all about the memes. Memes and dreams. Right, let me just message Dr. Jellyfish. Get him nice and ready to play. Where is Dr. Jellyfish? Alright, so we're allowing meme picks only. That's the only rule here on the channel. Meme picks only. At least I might be seeing 5 round Stegodons come in. I mean, all memes are allowed here in this next battle, just while we're waiting for these guys to catch up. How about this? Both pick both of you pick a faction, and then both of you just gonna auto an army. That's it. You're just gonna auto an army. Yes, then auto. All right, let's go. Let's see what we get in here. It should be interesting to see. Beastie Boys. All right, let's go. I'm ready. Alright, let's double check these boys are going. Right, cool. Alright, so these boys are ready. Let's get into it. We're going to be playing on Oakenhammer again. There's some good stuff coming in here. Very interested to see what the auto resolve here has from both armies. As we all know, it comes in with some complete garbage. And then once this battle's done, guys, we should have our 5th place matchup ready to go. And we have Void here in the final. So Void coming through again in the final, playing very, very well today. He won 6-0 in his games last week. Big Quack coming in for Rubber Duck War. Rubber Duck War just joining up, mate. We're having a quick auto-gen army battle here between the Beastmen and the Lizardmen. Very interesting stuff. So it looks like we're going to be having Cataract One Eye on foot. Mixing in with a Brave Shaman's a Beast. Coming in with all of its spells. So I like to see that. We're also going to be having the the Man Rippers. Coming in with some Shielded Minotaurs with a Silver Chevron, 3 units of Razor Gore Herds, and we're going to be having 2 units of Gore Herds, the Black Horn Ravagers, the ROR Gore Shields, coming in with 2 more units of Centaurs and Centaur Throwing Axes, and that looks to be it. So along the front line, also going to be having some more Ungore Herds. Very interesting stuff. So it's going to be having 2 units of Blessed Chameleon Skinks along the front, along with an Ancient Salamander, some Saurus Spear, Blessed Temple Guard, Blessed Saurus Warriors. There's a lot of Blessed coming in here with the Temple Guard as well. Once again, we're having the Ripperdactyl Riders, a Krotgar up here on his big boy, coming in with the big Carnosaur. I love this, coming in with all of his stuff as well. Good stuff. And we're going to be having a Skink Chief also coming in on foot with all of his stuff as well. Fun fact, I can get blessed units with auto-gen. yeah, I simply could. But here we go, should be a very interesting battle. To slay for the gods, for all the gods. Just Jellyfish, you'll be playing in the next battle. We're just waiting to see what's happening between Lunacy here and Sorter. Whoever loses there plays you in the next game. We're just waiting for them to finish up, but that was the slow bracket. So once they finish, you'll be in the next round, mate. So once that's all good to go, you will be playing here live on stream. We're just playing this battle at the moment whilst we're waiting, just so that we don't have everybody waiting here. They have 70% magic resistance. That's incredible. I did not know that. Really? How do they have 70% magic resistance? That's incredible. Yeah, he's going to struggle to deal with these. I mean, he's also going to have Brave Shaman and the Beast coming in. So it's of Beasts as well, so I like that as well. You're going to have some good stuff coming in. Got lots of damage coming through here as well. Oh, nice big charge coming in from the Ripperdactyl Riders, going straight here onto the Centaurs. We do have some Centaurs and Throwing Axes on the side. These guys should do some okay damage up against the Blessed Chameleon Skinks. But I think they're going to struggle here up against the Temple Guard. There's really not much coming in. Maybe the Minotaurs can do some good work. And we do also have the Man Rippers. The Man Rippers could do pretty good here up against the Blessed Temple Guard. It's really hard to say how well that's going to go and in whose favour. We also have the Ancient Salamander coming in, and we do have Krotgar coming in with Hand of the Gods. We've all seen how powerful Hand of the Gods is, so it'll be very interesting to see what he's going to do with that. So it's like he's just going to be keeping the Razor Gore Herds to his left flank here, just keeping them back using Krotgar, using some Saurus Spears with shields and some Blessed Temple Guard, and then also keep poisoning with the Blessed Chameleon Skinks. These guys coming in with 70% magic resistance, which is just ridiculous, and the Skink Cohort Javelins here coming in with their poison. These guys aren't blessed, so that's interesting going in there. So relatively even coming in, and they started pretty much bang on ideal with each other for numbers. Razor Gores, what are these coming in with? 70 speed's not too bad. They will just about catch the Blessed Chameleon Skinks. These guys only have 48 speed, but the poison should be enough to bring these guys down, but they're not shooting here into the Razor Gore Herd, so they will hop into the back and gate straight on. I'll be putting 1 unit here onto each. That's very good work going on there. And in the back, what have we got here? So we have a Overcast Flock of Doom going down. That should do some okay damage over here. But looks like we do have the Minotaurs here with great weapons. They are struggling up against the Ripperdactyl Riders. What else have we got here? Blessed Temple Guard and some Saurus Spears here in the middle. And they have broken the Blackhorn Ravagers and some Ungor Spearmen here, as we do have the terror-causing Krotgar here in the middle. So Centaurs will be losing here up against some Blessed Saurus Warriors with shields. No idea. These guys have perfect vigor as well. It's gone really badly coming in for the Centaurs. But they do start the Throwing Axes. The Throwing Axes will get some very good value, and they are going up here up against the Blessed Temple Guard. They're coming in with their perfect charge defense, and I'm sure lots and lots of buffed other stats. So in the back, it looks like the Saurus Spears have got onto the Hogs over here. So the Razor Gore Herds will be getting in there and getting some good damage up against these, but obviously in the end, the Saurus Spears will win. And in the back, we do also have a good rear charge here and a rampage coming from the Razor Gore Herd with the Ancient Salamander in behind. This guy coming in with his very weird attack animations. I like him very much. And as we can see, we do have Cataract One Eye coming through. I actually don't mind Cataract One Eye. I think he gets a bit of stick here. Big Crocky G. I don't mind Cataract One Eye. I do not think he's the worst, I will be honest. But getting Cataract here straight onto the Ancient Salamander, good stuff coming in. He's not going to be coming with too much armor. He's got some good weapon strength. No bonus plus large though, so it should be interesting to see how he fares here. Fortunately, he's going to be getting trashed up against the Blessed Temple Guard here. And looks like the Razor Gore Herd have Rampage. Another one breaking there in the back, and we do have some extra fire coming in from the Skink Cohort Javelins. Over in the middle, looks like we're going to be having some Blessed Temple Guard coming up against the Shaman here of Beasts, and we're going to be having the Man Rippers in the middle. Man Rippers should win here up against the Blessed Temple Guard, I would have thought. These guys are pretty damn good. They should win relatively comfortably. Not too comfortably, but they should win relatively well. So we do have Crocky G here coming in up against the Minotaurs with great weapons. These guys will Shrek him if they're given the chance, but it looks like here the Minotaurs will be going down just due to attrition and being shot in the back here from the very sneaky Skink Chief. This guy is a ginormous pain, coming with a load of ammunition and poison, and he does a significant amount of missile strength. It's a very, very good unit. I really, really like the Skink Chief here. He's a very, very good unit at taking out heroes and lords. I really, really like him. So coming over here on the left, we do have some Tentacles throwing axes. It does look like Arminosas are going to be going through. Maybe Cataract has gone down here. I didn't see Cataract going down, but that looks to be it here. What a very interesting game. Yes, Big Bob. Big Bob Tresh in the chat. So guys, there's the Also Gen Army coming in there. What a fantastic game. GG's going to these guys. Some good stuff there. 70% magic resistance. Right, let's just double check here in the chat. So, yeah, so it looks like I'm one versus Lunacy. Perfect. So I'm just going to kick these guys out. So thank you very much, Bob, and thank you very much, Jim, for playing. Thank you very much, guys. Just going to be kicking you out. Bob, you are back after this game. Yeah, so let's just get some of the boys in. So we need Lunacy first. Let's get Lunacy in here. Yeah, thank you very much, Bob, for playing. So join up, Dr. Jelly. So this is going to be the battle here for 5th. Just going to be kicking you, Bob. No hard feelings, I'm afraid, buddy. Just got to kick you quickly just so I can get some of the boys in. So Lunacy should be coming through here. And I'll just quickly send him a message to join up. You are playing for 5th, buddy. 4, 5, 6. And... so I'm going to add up VM Sota soon. So we have Lunacy in, and we're just going to be waiting here. Alright, let me just add up Dr. Jellyfish. Get him in the chat. Add a friend. Boom. And send invite. Copy. Let's add you as well. Let's get Dr. Jellyfish in here. Right, let's double check who's top in the bracket here then. So the top in the bracket will be Lunacy. So Lunacy will be banning first. Lunacy versus Sota are done. Yeah, thank you very much, Talcol. I appreciate that, bro. So these guys are going to be playing for 5th. So within the bracket here, they will be coming joint 5th in the way it stands, but actually one of them needs to go 6th to get the 5th points, and then after that it will be And then it will be Bob versus VM Sota. And then whoever wins there will be playing Talcor, and then Talcor and the winner there will be playing up against Void. So we've got 4 more matches here to go, guys. Just 4 left. Perfect. Just need to ban first. I did like the autogen armies. I do like autogen. It's good fun. Yeah, I think Bob there played a horrible trick on you there, coming in with the blessed picks. Okay, ban from Lizardman. Okay, so we're gonna have a ban from Lizardman coming in from Lunacy. We're ready to see. So your ban, Doctor. So it looks like it's going to be banned from Brett coming in as well. I'm not a big fan of facing up against Britannia, especially up against the Fae, etc. Fae double paladin spam is disgusting. Breast skink skirmishers should be a unit in multiplayer. I think all blessed units are from multiplayer. Oh, sorry, they should be multiplayer. My bad. Yeah, if they were, that'd be OP. But in campaign, they're very, very strong. They are very, very strong. And so are the chameleon skinks. They're tremendously strong. Okay, can vampire counts... Ban vampire counts pick GS. So let's hope we're going with a greenskins pick. And he's banned vampire counts. Ooh. Greenskins up against vampire pirates. Now, I don't mind this matchup. I know how I play this. I'd be very interested to see how Lunacy comes up to play this. GS into VP can be quite difficult. You've got many different moves you can take. You can go sort of crab build. I'm not a big fan of the gunline build. Crab build can be very tough for greenskins. So what did we ban? We had a ban from Britannia. Okay. So there was also Skaven on the table, so it's interesting. He's gone VP, but VP is still a very, very strong faction, for sure. Okay, looks like Lunacy's ready. Lunacy's very well prepared here, know what he's doing. Where should we go before starting? I mean, 70% magic resistance on any unit is just ridiculous. Like, it's just ridiculous. Alright, perfect, we're in. Let's go. So Lunacy is clearly very practiced up against this pick. He knows what he's bringing. He clearly plays GS quite a lot. I've not actually seen Dr. Jellyfish. He's played quite a few times here on the BattleMania, but I've never actually seen him here in any live stream. So I'll be very interested to see how he plays. Right, so let's go here into the greenskins build. So we're just going to be coming in here with Lunacy, and let's just look at some of the stuff he's got. So on the front line, let's hope we're going to have some Forest Goblin Spider Rider archers. How many have we got here? So it looks like it's just the 2 units. And we're also going to be having 2 units of Goblin Spider Riders, the normal ones, so 2 units. So it looks like they're going to be covering each other there. We're going to be coming in with some Savage Arrow Boys, 1, 2, 3, 4 units of those. No joke they are. Can have some Orc Boys in the back, Orc Boy Biggins, Orc Boys. Orc Boy Biggins are going to be very good in this. We're also going to have some Orc Boy Biggin Riders here as well, coming in with their bonus as large, anti-large. And 2 chariots over here. Where do these guys go? So we're going to have some Goblin Wolf Ride chariots, 2 units of those. We're also going to be having a Night Goblin Shaman, so he's going to be coming in with just a Vindictive Glare by the looks. Yeah, so just Vindictive Glare, and then he's obviously going to come in with the Stalk, so I like the Vindictive Glare pick. We're also going to be having Grom the Paunch. So Grom the Paunch is going to be coming in with Lucky Banner and Language of the Boys. Anything else? So we're also going to be having an Orc Shaman. So let's have a look at what the Orc Shaman's got. Orc Shaman just coming in with Here We Go and Brainbuster. Missing out on Scroll of Shielding. I'm a big fan of that. 57 seconds on any unit, hero or single entity. I think that's very, very strong. So that's the build coming in here from the greenskins. Interesting stuff. So some good skirmish alongside some good punching front line. The Arrow Boys should be interesting to see. So over here for the VP, we're going to be having some zombie pirate deckhand mobs, mixing in here with some zombie pirate deckhand polearms coming at the front. So it looks like there's been quite a few units of those. So 6 units on the front line. We're going to be having some Mongols coming in here. So these guys, they're going to be causing fear, and they're also going to be having regen when they're in melee combat. So we're going to have some bombers at the front line as well. So how many bombers? We've got 2 units of bombers, some more deckhand. So we're going to have some more deckhand pole mobs as well. In the back, we're going to be having some scurvy dogs, 2 units. We're going to be having a bloated corpse. Well, this is an interesting pick coming in from Dr. Jellyfish. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it looks like having 2 gunnery whites. Are they coming in with any units? Interesting stuff. So they're going to be having Scabcraft, more gunpowder, extra powder, and that's about it. I'm not sure where the other one went there. So there's going to be 2 on the front line. The other one coming in with nothing else. We're also going to be having some deckhand dropper bombers here. So it's going to be 2 units of those, and there's going to be some normal handgunners here. So just got some normal deck droppers coming in as well. And for the Lord choice today, where's the Lord? He's at the front. So we're going to be having just a normal Lord here coming up on a crab. So she here could be interesting. So let's have a look at her stats. So she's going to be coming in with the Ghost of the Past. Okay, so I can summon a Damned Knight's Errand. The Song of the Irrational Ment. So that's coming in with negative melee attack and negative speed. That should be good up against any sort of cavalry. Arcane Conduit. Kraken's Pull. Okay, that should be interesting. So more negative speed. Tidal Call coming with the negative speed and the damage. And Kiss of the Deep. Now, I really don't know much about her, but she's going to be coming in with 10% physical resistance and obviously causing terror. Should be very interesting to see how this plays. I am not a big VP player. I will not lie to you guys on stream. I do not play VP at all. I don't play them. So this is an interesting pick coming in from the Legendary Lord here. I've never used her either, so it should be interesting to see how she's used. She's got lots and lots of slowing, which is going to be good up against the very, very fast greenskins coming in here. So good luck, have fun to both of you guys. So looks like we've got lots and lots of cheap and cheerful chaff coming in the front line. We're probably just going to, let's come in from Dr. Jellyfish's point of view here. And let's see what he's going to do. Then the greenskins are going to immediately wrap here. So it looks like we're going to be getting the Goblin Wolf Chariots. They should start moving around the side. We do have some Spider Riders over here. How are they going to attack this is the question. So it looks like the Mongols are in the back, and they're going to be protecting, and they're going to have some scurvy dogs here, playing in that sort of protective role at the back. And it looks like they're just going to be protecting their bomber units. Now these guys did get a nerf in the last patch, so it should be interesting to see how they work. And we've also got 2 gunnery whites coming in here. So it looks like they're coming in with the same abilities, but I think that's absolutely fine, as they're not, it's not the same magic. Bloated Corpse would be interesting. It's like he's going to be hiding behind the back. I'm really, it's a really ballsy play. I love the Bloated Corpse. I am loving this Bloated Corpse. What he's going to do with it, I don't know. He could send it into a unit of Orc Boy Biggins. He does have a unit here somewhere. Orc Boy Biggins over there on the right. And some Orc Biggins as well. So these guys coming in pretty expensive. I don't know. Maybe the Orc Boy Biggin Riders over here could be some good value as well. So they're going to be shooting here up into the deckhand choppers here. The bomb should do relatively well, but this back line is nothing to joke with. Coming with the Savage Orc Arrow Boys. The Vampire Pirates here will really struggle up against this artillery front. And they're really going to start pushing in, because they're also going to be getting the poison coming in from the Archer Riders. Going to be having to use the Lord to get through here, cause some terror. And, oh, it looks like we might have a Vindictive Glare going on here, coming in from the Night Shaman. Not sure where he's going. Not sure what we're looking. Is he trying to bait out the Bloated Corpse? He might be trying to bait out the Bloated Corpse. Be interesting to see. Or maybe he's trying to get the Legendary Lord over in this direction as well, on top of Grom. As you can see here, already coming in with the crumbling over here on the bombers. These guys are going to be shooting on the left with the counter coming in over. It should be over here, yeah. So we have some good stuff over the back here. So they do push through, and now it's a good counter charge. And yeah, I think the Spider Rider should win up against the Scurvy Dogs. The Bloated Corpse is going to be going through, and he is going to send some Orc Boys forward to take the charge. Now, it doesn't look like he's going to disengage over there. So over on the right here, we do still have some some chariots over here. These guys coming in with quite a lot of ammunition. Don't fancy their trade up against the handgunners though. A little bit of a slow one as they're trying to work each other out a little bit. So coming in with a slow here. Not sure what spell came in there, but looks like they have hit the front line coming in with the Crab Lord. So they should absolutely crush these Orc Boys very, very quickly, including the leadership. These guys having very little leadership. They normally come in, I think it's about 50, mid-50s on the leadership here, so it shouldn't last very long. And also going to be pushing the polearm in as well. I think it'd be good here just to get a good push in and try and get your bombs into some good positions. They are going to be taking lots of damage coming up here. I wonder, she doesn't have any summons though, so it should be interesting there. It looks like I'm going to have the gunnery rights in the back. I'd be interested to see what they're targeting. Probably targeting Grom. Oh, so looks like we did have the summon coming in with the Damn Knight's errands. So these guys are obviously going to be coming in within the Imperial. They're going to be having the 75% physical resistance. Looks like they have managed to break the Orc Boys here in the middle. Grom is getting shot very, very hard coming up against the gunnery whites here. Getting shot very hard. Good counter coming up against Grom. Really need to start shutting these guys down. Greenskin player does need to start getting onto those. So just like we have Lunacy, he is going to be pushing through straight onto the bombers. So it's a good stuff there. These guys are still very powerful, although being nerfed. Getting onto these guys is very good. Over here on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, we do still have some Savage Orc Boys here, along with some Spider Riders here, still able to move relatively easily. Mongols here coming in, they should do okay. These guys do not have immune to psychology, either of them, so they could end up going down to the fear here, but because they're winning, most likely not. No, they're winning pretty comfortably there. Let's get it in here. So we do have Vindictive Glare coming in the back there, coming in from the... I think that's a bold push there. I think he could get caught out if he's not careful. So in the middle here, the Crab is taking quite a lot of damage. In the back, we do have the Knight's Errand here, still doing relatively good, still cleaning up the back line, getting onto these Savage Orc Arrow Boys. But it's still, I think actually this might be slightly going into the Vampire Count's way. I do like some of the plays they're doing here. They do have aerial superiority, and they are shooting onto quite a few units. But the wire has been popped, so it'll be interesting to see how the wire is going to be utilised here. A lot of the units are in melee combat, so I do like the push of that here. But Grom is struggling. What happened to those gunnery whites is the question. I can't see. So we have one gunnery white in the middle. What happened to the second one? Floated, is that the, no, so there's some more bombers there. I don't know what happened to the second gunnery white. Both of them, okay, they're both there. So one gunnery white fighting up against the shaman here. I'm not sure who wins. I'm pretty sure the Goblin Knight Shaman wins that there. In melee combat, yeah, who wins that relatively comfortably. Do they have enough to take out the Lord on the Crab here? I'm really not sure. I'd like to see them pushing it onto the... he's still getting shot by lots and lots of units, though. There's so much here for the Greenskins to take down. Still have one unit at the back here, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of range coming in. Also, some of that being here still with some of the Spider Riders. These Spider Riders coming in with the poison are such a pain. I think it is now starting to pull into the Greenskin favour, actually, as some of these units are starting to crumble, including the handgunners. I do really like the handgunner units. They are relatively fast and they can do some good damage, but up here against these Spider Riders, for value, they're going to win every day of the week, I think. So the polearms are going to be going down here. The Lord is still very, very healthy coming in here for Vampirates here. I just don't think there's enough to be taking out the skirmish. I don't think. Grom is really struggling, though. Really struggling. But it looks like both gunnery whites will be going down here. So one has already gone down. This gunnery white is pretty much done for. I don't know about this second one, though. Yeah, so I think... Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's army losses are starting to come in for VP now. As you can see, this gunnery white is surrounded. And that is unfortunate. It's going to be taking lots of leadership penalties. Some good stuff coming in here. Just nice rounds. There's just so much greenskins to work with, and a nice round coming in here and pinning in with the Forest Goblin Spider Riders as well with their poison melee attacks. So they're just going to be getting poison here onto the Crab and just slowly bring it down using Orc Boys and the Orc Boy Biggins. These guys coming in with their bonus plus large should really start getting through onto the Crab here. And there we go. That is army losses, guys. Greenskins are just the best in slot OP, man. Yeah, they are OP. Greenskins are very, very good. I wish I knew more about Vampires. I really don't. But well played to Lunacy. If I could spell. Right. Thank you for So thank you for playing Dr. Jellyfish. So in the next round, it looks like we're going to be having Bob Tresh coming up against VM Sota. So we'll try and get both these guys in here now as quickly as possible. So just get these guys moving. All right, let's get VM in. At the moment, to be... hang on, let me look at the point system. Oh no, sorry, it'll be more than that. It'll be 90 points there for 6. Yeah, so it'll be 90 points coming in for 6th and 100 coming in for 5th. Just have a bad matchup. Yeah, I think I do really like Lizardmen into Greenskins. I think it's a really, really good pick for sure. Hey Blackthorn, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. No problem, Dr. Jellyfish. I'm glad you had a good time, bro. All right, come on in, Big Bob. Let's get you in here. Where are you, Bob? Can't see you, Bob. You offline for me, Bob? Nice. Let's have a look at the brackets. So it looks like we're going to be having... So VM Sota to pick. So there's going to be a wire coming in from Bob. I like that. Oh, this is going to be... Oh, damn. Bob coming in with a ban on himself. So there's something we have a Wood Elf ban coming in from Sota. Ban Skaven, I mean. Yeah, I kind of like the Skaven ban. I'm not a fan about fighting up against Skaven or up against Britannia. They're two of the guys I do not like. Super high, to be honest. Not sure I will stand much. No problem, dude. No problem at all. Just enjoy the best you can. Give me the battle. So we have Bob Tresh coming in here up against VM Sota. So there's not going to have a Wood Elf pick coming in for Sota. Sorry if I say your name wrong. I do apologise. I'm sure there is a way to say it. But Sota here coming in with Wood Elves, and we have Bob Fresh coming in with... Let's find out. And ban Brett. So that's like, yep. So we did get a big Britannia ban coming in alongside a Wood Elf ban. Don't mind the Britannia ban up against Wood Elves. Don't mind that at all. Ooh, Lizardman pick coming in here for Bob. Okay. Speaking of Lizardmen, we have a coming in with the Quacks. Love it. How you doing, Mythal? How you doing, bro? No box with 2 Gork idols, Groomgore, and a Mother Ragnarok is undestroyable for VC. Yeah, probably. That's a lot to get through. Are you allowed to do that? Yeah, you can do that, actually. I think you can do that. That's pretty disgusting. I'm not going to lie. Oh, looks like we have some Sota fans in here. Yeah, this should be an interesting stuff. So it's like Bob here coming in with the Lizardman pick. It should be quite an interesting battle here. That's an interesting matchup. I've been trying to approach from a Cav perspective as Lizardmen. Not so much success so far. No, I think I prefer the Wood Elves in this matchup, but I'm sure a Road Like a War might have something different to say. Anything less than Nakai is unacceptable. There you go, Bob. You heard it here from Road Like a War. Anything less than Nakai is unacceptable. I mean, Nakai is the poster boy here for BattleMania. Go see for yourself. Yeah, so just another shout out here to say well done to everybody that's played today. Thank you very much for all of you guys that are joining. But it's a very slow matchup. Yeah, I imagine it is going to be a very slow matchup. Yes, thank you very much everybody that played today yet again. So Lunacy coming in 5th today, and obviously Dr. Jellyfish coming in 6th. So he'll be getting 90 points and 100 points coming in for Lunacy. And the loser of this will be coming 4th between Bob here and Sota. They'll be getting 125 points, and the winner going on to play for 3rd up against Talcor. So lots of points on the line here, guys, and if some of you are new here and wondering what do all the points mean, what is it all about? So the points will be added up over 4 weeks, and as I said previously, a lot of you guys may not have seen, there's going to be a few small changes coming here for BattleMania, which should make the beginning process here for BattleMania a little bit smoother. It depends on the WB versus Lizardmen, I think. Yeah, I think so. I think if you have a good build for Wood Elves, I think you struggle here as Lizardmen, I think. Double laser is the meta. Okay, interesting. But yeah, if you're wondering what points are, guys, points coming in are counted over 4 weeks. Top 8 guys with the most points go into the BattleMania Invitational. That will be invited on the 5th week, and they will be playing up for some awesome prizes. Just to keep it nice and fresh here, keep things moving, and give these guys really something to play for. What about Kroken here? Kroken would be a tremendously bold move, that's for sure. This is our big Bobby B's. Good luck, have fun, good luck, have fun. Yeah, I'm ready also. Let's get this big boy under the road. I think Croak would be a ginormously bold pick. But I'd love to see it. I mean, I'd love to see Nakai here. I wish Nakai wasn't as expensive as he is. AoE debuff. Anti-blob tools. Yeah. I don't know. I think Robert Nakawar he's the king of the lizards, so you might have to ask him. You have no net though. Oh yeah, that's a good shout. I forgot about that. I assume Mazdamundi is Mazdamundi the main pick here? Oh, that seems to be a problem. Waiting on Suitor. Yeah, just waiting on Suitor here. I'm not too sure what's going on with him. Not on my screen, he's not. He's not really on my screen. Ah, there you go. Now he's ready on my screen. Perfect. Oh, I've got the wrong map. I don't think these guys mind, though, most likely. It'd just be good to play the battle. It was meant to be on MP Ipalm Ridge, but it's okay. I think we'll play on the same one. That's not too bad. Just wish CA changes with the anti-inf bonus for large. You must praise the Red Crested Skinks. Yeah, for sure you must. Red Crested Skinks is very badass. It is very badass, I must admit. If these guys don't mind, we'll just play ahead. I don't think they're really going to mind. Okay, wicked. Okay, great. So just fine, which I think he is. He looks like he's setting up over here. So let's quickly jump into the armies here. So looks like we're going to be having some Saurus Spears here along the front line. So lots of these. Skin Cohorts coming in. Some more Saurus Spears. Some Skin Cohort Javelins. Saurus Spears and some more Javelins in the front line. Alright, let's go. Cool. Yeah, I didn't think he would mind. So we're going to have 3 units of Communican Skinks. So 4 units there. 2 Bastillodon Solar Engines. 2 Skink Chiefs. And looks like we're going to be having Mazda Mundi. He's going to be coming in with... Oh, looks like he's been gone. Don't know about Mazda Mundi. He's going to be coming with the normal stuff. So it looks like Ruination of Cities. There's going to be Ruination of Cities, Banishment, Shield of the Old Ones, Apotheosis, Harmonic Convergence, Net of Amontok, and he's going to be coming in with the Sunburst Standard of Exotl and Arcane Conduit. So here for the... It looks like here for the Wood Elves, we're going to be having some Eternal Guard with shields at the front line. 1, 2, 3, 4 units. We're also going to be having some Wild Riders with shields on either flank. And in the back here, we're going to be having 2 units of Way Watchers, some Starfire Shaft, Glade Guards. So it looks like 3 units, 4 units, 5 units of Starfire Shafts. And we're going to be having a Spellsinger of Life just coming in here with Earthblood. And for the Lord choice today, we are going to be having a Glade Lord coming here up on a stag. Some good stuff coming in with the Prey of Arath Arima, and that looks to be it. Perfect. I know it's very late here for Soto, so I do apologise to him. It's very early in the morning where he is. He's +7 GMT. I know, it's pretty cool, right? I really love the stag mount. Look at this. Look how insane this is. I just think it's really cool. I really like the Wood Elf DLC, I must admit. Some really, there were some really awesome units that came out of that. Fortunately, there is quite a lot that can actually be played multiplayer, but there are some that you just, I don't think you can use. So we're going to have some community skins coming over on the right with some more skin cohorts. So we're just going to go from the POV coming in from Bob. Let's see what Bob's going to be doing. So it looks like he's going to try and... Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to counter up against the amount of arrow fire coming in here from the Wood Elves. He's going to be getting shot by those shafts pretty hard. Starfire shafts coming with the AP and the fire damage should do very well. So it looks like we're going to be having... So I think you were right, Robert Akor. We have 2 Bastillodon Solar Engines coming in. Pretty meta coming in here. So it looks like one of them is going to be trying to shoot up here against the Glade Lord. But in the front line, let's have a look here. We are going to be getting a charge here coming in with the Skin Cohort. Up against the Way Watchers. Okay, so we're pushing. And so we're going to be having a Banishment here as well. Banishment in the back line. Let's have a look how that goes. The Banishment coming in. How much damage is it going to do? A little bit, not too much. Really pushing into the Glade Guard. Okay, lots of damage coming up against the Glade Guard here. A good spell going there. And so we're going to have a Ruination of Cities coming in on this one. So some good stuff coming in from Mazda Mundi. Just showing how powerful Mazda Mundi really is. A nice heal coming in. Some Earthfly coming in over here against the Spellsinger. In the back, they have managed to push off 1 Skink Chief, but they do have a second one here ready to go. Doesn't know if there's going to be any abilities on either one. No, just a naked Skink Chief. I do like these guys. Very cheap with their poison. Lots of ammunition. A real pain to deal with. So just on the Solar Engine is going to be pushing back. We do have the Saurus with Spears here coming up against the Eternal Guard. These guys are going to be shooting over the top into the Chameleon Skinks. But there has been a side charge coming in from the Saurus Spears here up against the Starfire Shafts. And we have managed to get some Community Skinks into the back. Shield of the Old Ones going on top of the Skin Cohorts and protecting here up against Lord Mazda Mundi. In the front line, still fighting up here with Chameleon Skinks and some Saurus here up against some Eternal Guard. We do happen to have the Wild Riders with shields pushing through. Maybe trying to get here on top of the Chameleon Skinks. Maybe trying to pop here onto the Skink Chief as well. Mazda Mundi will be probably skirting away here on his chair. Maybe coming over to the left just a little bit. But it looks like we're going to be getting some good damage coming in for the Bastillodon here, coming up against the... Oh, a nice net going down here, coming in from Mazda Mundi, shutting down the Wild Riders. Nice good net of Amontok. I think it holds it for about 11 seconds just holding still for about 11 seconds, I think that is. So the line here getting broken a little bit here coming in for the Wood Elves, but they have one on the right side relatively comfortably, but it's going to be a little bit of kiting coming in the Chameleon Skinks. Really trying to slow down. Maybe we can try and see if we get the Bastillodon out of here. Looks like we're also going to be having the Skinks going to be trying to shut down the Eternal Guard. These guys will get wrecked pretty quickly. Mazda Mundi is really going to have to get out here and up behind his Bastillodon. Looks like we're going to be pulling some Saurus over here to try and really cut up this pocket and stop this force truly coming through. Way Watchers here, and the 2 units of Way Watchers are going to absolutely dumpster Mazdamundi. And they'll probably dumpster the Bastillodon as well. These guys coming in with their AP value, 190 range and Stalk. Absolutely disgusting units. So over in the back here, we do have the Spell Singer. He's going to be trying to chase off the Community Skinks. Is it on a horse here? Yeah, so it is going to be on a horse. So Spell Singer should catch up. Don't know how the Spell Singer is going to fare there. I think we'll probably win up against those units relatively comfortably. So the left side won here by the Lizardmen, but in the back here we do have the Wave Watchers getting into the back, and we do have the Gladiator here on top of Mazdamundi. The Gladiator here will struggle. Mazdamundi will struggle here. Harmonic Convergence going on top of Mazdamundi as he's going to be having this fight here up against the Gladiator, and the Bastillodon coming through, absolutely punching this guy in the side. Not sure what happened there, guys. Did we see what happened there? Was that a forfeit? Oh, it looks like it was a forfeit coming in from Sota. Okay, not too sure why Sota forfeit there. That's a little bit of a shame coming in. Thanks for playing, Sota. You came fourth today. So that's unfortunate there to see Sota go out in that fashion. So Bob going through now. So if we get so Bob going there with the 1-0. Let's get Talcor in here then. So we're going to be having Talcor just popping online. Let's get in here, big boy. Let's get some good stuff going in. Yeah, and Caster gone. Yeah, I did see the Caster go in the back there. Yeah, it was a missile-heavy back line coming in there. It was an interesting build. And yeah, well called by the Rubber Duck Wall coming in with the double Bastillodon. Very powerful, especially coming in with nets as well, especially up against the cavalry. Lots and lots of good damage going in there. I did miss the Caster dying, but as soon as I saw the Great Lord got straight onto Mazda, I was like, I have to get that down. I want to see Mazdamundi. So for those that don't know, when Rubber Duck War played Owie Dowie in the last tournament, we did have some slant on slant action. It was rather disgusting. Alright, so we're going to be having Bob Fresh here playing up against Talcor here in the final of the losers brackets. They'll be playing for, the loser will gain third place, and the winner here will move on to play Void Lols in the final. So just message Void. Hi. No, Talcor. So it would seem that Bob is not particularly happy to be seeing Talcor today. Alright. Alright, so I think it's Talcor to ban first, if I'm correct. Yes, it is. Okay, so Talcor's going to be banning greenskins. So no greenskins coming in here. A ban Talcor, a classic ban coming in from Bob. These guys clean each other very well. Ooh, a Wood Elf ban. So we did see that, I did see earlier here that Talcor did bring the Wood Elves. Yeah, literally because of that. I'm not going to say what that means on the stream, but yep, because of that. Yeah, so I don't mind seeing the Wood Elf ban here. So I've also got a greenskin ban. Who is Talcor going to ban next? It could be a Skaven ban here if he wants to go something like Norska, or let's see what he wants to do. Or maybe an Empire ban as well if he wants to go Norska. Don't mind Empire up against Norska. Oh, Bobby Fresh is going to be coming in here with the lizards. And not just any lizard. No worries, Blackthorn. Thanks, dude. Thanks for coming down. Hope you had a good time, bro. Have a good evening. So it's like Bob is going to be coming through with the big boys. He's going to be coming in with that tablet strong. So it looks like Town Core might be going High Elves. So 150 points going to those either of these players that come in third today, and 200 points going for whoever comes in second. 250 for first. So 50 points per match here to be played for. So no, it looks like it's going to be an Empire ban. Oh, so yeah, it's a ban Skaven, and it looks like there's going to be an Empire pick. Is Bob going to stay with his pick, though, is the question. I think banning Skaven and banning Greenskins is a good thing to do. Okay, so it's like Bob is going to be changing his mind. I thought he was going to come through. Double Art of Sotek. Ah, could be. Could be. I kind of don't mind that up against... I don't mind that up against Empire. Oh, the map. Yes, that's a good shout. River Amazon. I am literally the worst with maps. I am actually dreadful. Straight in with the Lizardmen pick, no question. Straight into River Amazon coming in with the Lizardmen. Okie dokie. This should be an interesting matchup. There's going to be lots of big dinos and lots of guns coming in here, I think. Oh, he's been baited apparently. Oh dear. Okay, here we go. So you think you're going to see a double Sotek? I would love a double Sotek. Yeah, if he came in with a Colt, that would have been some serious stuff. I know Bob likes the Colt. A little bit of friendly banter coming in here. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I think I definitely prefer to play on the Empire side of things here up against Lizardmen, I think. So what do you think we're going to see here today, guys? What army composition do you think we're going to see from both sides here today? You thinking big, large entity rush coming in from the Lizardmen, or you think you're going to see some skirmish come out from the Community Skinks? What are you thinking? I think Talcor's ready. I think Talcor's going to go bonus large, anti-large front line, and just perhaps just lots of guns. I don't know who he's going to bring as a Lord, though. Should be interesting. Maybe he could go Carl here. I think Carl might get crumped. I kind of like Manticore Summons coming on either side here as well. I think a Manticore Summon coming from the Lizardmen would be quite nice. Coming in with a Skink of Beasts would be really nice here. Here we go. Really like this map. Really like this map. I wanted to save this map for the loser bracket final. I think this is a really nice map. I think it's also a good map that allows for almost any faction as well to do relatively well on. Alright, so it looks like both players are in. So we're just going to hop in here with the Empire. So let's go in here with Talcor. So Talcor's going to be having 2 units of Empire Knights. He's going to be having a Great Cannon. And we're going to be seeing Balthasar Gelt. Oh dear. Okay. He's going to have Balthasar Gelt coming up in Quicksilver. He's going to be having Staff of Valans, Arcane Conduit, Final Transportation, Glittering Robe, Plague of Rust, Searing Doom, and Metal Shifting. So a lot's coming in here on top of Balthasar Gelt. A normal unit of Spearmen with shields in the back. Going to be having a front line of Swordsmen, 4 units, I believe, 5 units of Swordsmen, mixing in here with some Spearmen with shields. We're going to be having some Empire Knights. I think we saw 2 units there. We're going to have the Silver Bullet Handgunners. Really, really like this choice. Another unit of Handgunners, a 3rd unit of Handgunners, 4th, 5 units of Handgunners, and only 2 units of Empire Knights. No, 3 units of Empire Knights, or is that 4? 4 units of Empire Knights to protect them. Okay, so some cheap knights looking after lots and lots of guns. So I like that coming in there from Talcor. So, oh yeah, so we are going to be seeing some community skinks coming in here. So 1, 2, 3 units of community skinks in the front here coming from Bob. Bob's also going to be having some skin cohort with javelins, like this pick. In the back, we're going to be having some Cold One Riders. Just AP, no bonus as large there. 2 skin chiefs, okay, very good. And we're also going to be having Lord Mazda Mundi. Let's get on Big Mazda here. Let's see what Mazda's going to... Mazda's just going to come through with the usuals. Ruination of the City, Banishment, Shield of the Old Ones, Apotheosis, Harmonic Convergence. He's going to have a Net of Ammontok as well, and he's also going to be coming in with the Sunburst Standard of Hexotl, and obviously Greater Arcane Conduit. Going to be having some Saurus with shields on the front line, mixing in with a Feral Bastiladon. Big Gary coming through in the chat. Big Gary coming in. Some more Saurus with shields. The ROR Red Crested Skins coming in with Shall Not Die. Good pick coming in there. I like that a lot. Some more Saurus with shields. More Saurus. And it's like a second unit of Cold One Riders. So 2 Garys coming in. Ooh, 2 big Garys. I like the Garys. I think they're relatively cheap. I think they're about $6.50 each as well. Do like the Garys. I think I'm on Team Gary right now. I'm not going to lie. Alright, so some good stuff coming into these guys. Let's go. I think unfortunately the Garys are going to be seeing a lot of the Holy Moustache. Look at this man. Look at him flying. Up on Quicksilver here. I really want to see the double Gary. I want to see what the double Gary has today. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to be having some skinks just trying to come around the flanks. No big surprise coming in there. Only ROR unit coming in here today is the Silver Bullets. I like the Silver Bullets a lot. Oh no, sorry, and the Red Crested Skinks, of course. 2 very, very good units. So Balthazar's going to be going forward. What's he going to be looking to do here? Nothing at the moment, just baiting out, I think. Some guns coming through here up against the community skinks. Nice slow progress here. Going to want to get that front line to hit all at the same time whilst getting around the back and trying to get in. Do have the cannon coming in and get some shots. Let's have a look at the moment. How are we doing with it? 8 kills so far. Didn't quite see what it was shooting into, so the gun's really going to start ripping apart these. So Refuse to Die there, getting popped by the ROR skinks. Just because they're getting shot, they don't want to lose any entities as well, as there's going to be healing coming in from Mazda Mundi. The cannon's coming in with 8 kills as they're going to be shooting up against the Cold One Riders. Good there. Good hitboxes coming in for the Cold One Riders, so some nice big hitboxes to hits there. Some good gunfire coming here up against the Saurus Riders with shields. These guys are going to be coming in with bronze shields. And they're also going to be having lots of missile resistance on top of that with their armor. So you can see they're going to be taking those shots like an absolute champ. So good front line back off here coming from the handgunners here in Talcor. So I like this. A good shoot and then move forward with the front line. Pretty standard stuff coming in here. So it looks like there's going to be final transportation going down on one of the chameleon skins. That's going to hurt a lot. Mazda Mundi coming through. Let's have a look over here on the right hand side. Pretty stable. We do have the big Gary going in. I want to see what the Big Gary has in play for us today. What is Big Gary going to do here today up against these Spearmen? And not much. Oh, so just have Shield of the Old Ones going down here, popped on top of the ROR Skinks. They're going to get 22% damage resistance and plus alien. Banishment in the back coming on top of the Empire Knights. Good stuff going in there. Good spell predicting where they were going to be. Not done too much damage though, unfortunately, going in there. We have another Gary in the back here. He's going to be having Apotheosis on top of him. And this is the thing, this is why I like the Gary pick, and he has gone rogue here. He is going to be doing what he needs. Yeah, there you go. So we're going to be popping cold-blooded so he can try against the back. But the Garys are just going to be some nice, good distraction. Gary's nice and cheap, and the opponent is just going to try and shoot them down and waste all the ammunition just shooting on a very, very cheap monster unit. Balthazar Gale coming in. He's had lots of damage up against him, but over here on the right, it looks like the Spearmen have managed to hold up. Oh, and there is another unit of Empire Knights here holding up some Cold Bomb Riders and some Skink Cohort with Javelins. And looks like we do have a Gary in the back line. So here we go. This is what you see from the Gary. This is what a Gary can do for you. Gary can get straight to the back line onto these handgunners, but he is going to get crossfired here up against another unit. And there is obviously going to be another unit of Empire Knights to chase these guys off. I really like the composition coming in for the Empire. Good guns, good cover, good mobility. So some good stuff all around. So like the Cold One Riders do have Apotheosis. They will probably break here. Should be interesting to see what they do. Community Skinks are going to be struggling just a little bit here up against some of the armor coming in. They should do well up against the front line. So Balthasar just going to be flying around. There's not really much to deal with Balthasar. I would like to start seeing the Chameleon Skinks get in here and deal with him. So we do have the two of them there. They will be chasing, getting some good damage here coming up on Balthasar. Just keep him moving. Keep him trying to dodge all of the damage coming in from the double Chameleon Skinks. Lots of gunfire coming in here. Balthasar are pretty nice and cheap as well coming with all these spells. About 1.5k for Balthasar. His melee stats are dreadful. And he will die to pretty much anything. I think even TTT beats him in hand-to-hand combat, especially in the air. I don't know about on the floor, but pretty much beats him everywhere else. Okay, so nice Ruination Cities here, coming straight onto the Silver Bullets, and it looks like there has been a... I've forgotten the name now, but there's a spell popping down here straight on the Chameleon cohort with Javelins here. As you can see on the left hand side, it looks like these Saurus Warriors are starting to get through the front line. These guys will just beat up Spearmen. It's whether they can shut down these guns. He does have still 1, 2, 3, 4 units of guns online. These swordsmen are not going to hold for long. Looks like Refuse to Die has been popped. So there's going to be 21 units here still left for the Sotek here. And they still have some cold ones coming in. Also, it's going to be a banishment in the back as well. Good banishment there coming up on 2 units of handgunners. Although his cav is also going to be going through that as well. Cannon's still online, so stopping those as well. So some good stuff going there. Mazda Mundi will be going down thanks to this fire coming through. And the handgunners will push him off and probably kill him. So that'll be a negative leadership coming in for the Lizard Men. Very difficult to say who's going to win here. Still lots of guns coming in here from the Empire. I like this a lot. Some guns in the trees. Still Silver Bullets coming in doing lots and lots of damage. Cold ones have been shattered. Over here we still have the Community Skinks, relatively healthy units and 1/2 health. Still going up against some Spearmen. These Spearmen are never going to catch them. We still have a healthy Skink Chief, 2 of them as well. The healthy Skink Chiefs should be able to shoot down and take down Balthasar. There's absolutely no way Mazdamundi's getting out of here alive. Not a chance. Saurus will beat up the front line. Front line has been won here by the Lizardmen quite evidently, but it's whether they can hop onto this back line before it really takes them apart. So they have managed to stop here up against the Silver Bullets, as probably needs to refuse to die here. So there's only 1 unit left, so that's going to be gone for them. We still have 1 relatively healthy and another. Gary still online. Gary's still being shot. I don't know how a Gary has made it this far into the battle. It does look like it is starting to pull into the Empire favour just, I think. Still some Community Skinks in the back though. I really don't know. This could go either way. So in the middle here we do have some Saurus Warriors battering up against some Empire Knights. These guys do have lots and lots of weapon strength, but they're going to struggle with that melee attack just a little bit. But they have managed to break the Empire Knights here in the pocket. Balthasar going down. It'd be good if we try and get someone on him to just assassinate him. Looks like they have managed to stop the Great Cannons using Chameleon Skink. And it looks like we are going to be having a missile coming down here onto the Saurus unit. That's going to do lots of damage coming in here. Yep, still managing to push off the swordsman though, so some good stuff. 1, 2, 3... Is that 4 units of guns still online? Yeah, 4 units of guns still online. And we do have another unit of cav and some swordsmen. We have 2 Chameleon Skinks here. And we do have a unit of Saurus, 2 Chameleon Skinks and some Saurus Warriors there. Still too far. I think this is going the Empire way. I don't think that the Lizardmen have enough to stop this. Just really unfortunate coming in here for the Lizardmen. I think I really like both builds actually. I really did like both builds, especially with the Garys. I think the Garys swung me a little bit. I think a good old Gary is always going to swing me, I think. So we still have one. We still have one requested Skink here. The ROR coming in. He's just going to be trying his absolute best here to be as much of a pain as he can. Is he going to pop Refuse to Die? No, I think they're going to go down here. Does he have Refuse to Die still? That'd be really awesome to see him pop that. So it looks like they are going to be able to do the crossfire here on the Community Skinks. I think the community, it's just too much for the Community Skinks to do. Unfortunately, losing Master Mundi in the middle and all the magic coming in and the leadership was just a little bit too much. Very good build. Very, very good build coming in from the Empire. I like the 5 guns on the front line and lots of cav and the front line just to protect it, and a very, very cheap Lord that has magic. That just is a very good build. Chameleon Skinks coming in. Yeah, they don't have enough ammunition to take out the swordsman unit here at all. They still have that 1 requested Skink here in the middle. He's up against the odds here, up against how many units? Up against 43 units, and he's just going to keep going. And they're just going to ignore him, I think. That's probably very smart there. So we do have some rampaging Saurus here. They are going to be pushing off the handgunners. How many more handgunners have we got? So 1 broken there. They still have 2 relatively okay over here. And still Balthasar. Balthasar can still go around and do some good damage up against the Chameleon Skinks. And the other crossfire here coming in from the Silver Bullets. I think that's it here. I think once this is broken, that will just jump over to the Empire, and that'll be army losses. Oh, so it looks like the swordsmen have broken. Okay. But some units coming back here for the Empire. This community skink does need to take down Balthasar, I think. How much health has he got? 850 health left on Balthasar, using Staff of Lands and Arcane Conduit. It's tough to say. Balance Empire is starting to come back towards the Lizardmen just a little bit. These skinks have, these chameleon skinks have done awesome. They're about to get a nice big volley though coming in here from the silver bullets up against here. Just give it 2 minutes and they'll be firing straight into the back there. And a nice crossfire coming up against the chameleon skink here. I hate to see it. I hate to see it. I really like chameleon. I really like these skink chiefs. Sorry, I really like the skink chiefs. They're really, really awesome. They're actually probably one of my favourite hero units in the game. They're just so good coming in with their poison, their skirmishing abilities. So start some Saurus in the back. 2 units have relatively beaten up Saurus. If he does see he has some guns over here, that unit there will break. Yeah, they are starting to fire. Yeah. It's going to have to take a bit of a miracle here for the Lizardmen to win, I think. And no ammunition left here for the chameleon skinks either. So much sad face over here. Oh, so they have pushed off the guns. Okay, so it's a good work there. So they still have a nice blob here. They've got still enough units to hop onto these guns, no problem. So 1 unit broken. Second unit might get pushed off here. But we still have these skin cohort with javelins. Get these guys trying. They're going to be faster than the spearmen, surely. So 46 speed coming up against 30. They should be able to go up and round and get straight onto these guns. I wouldn't even engage the spearmen, just ignore them. And Balthasar Gale will be pushing off the communities. Probably more self-fire coming through there, actually. Yeah. So we still have, so it's like we have Cold-Blooded going here on top of himself, so just increasing the leadership there, stop him from rampaging as well. And that should be it. Is that it? These Lizardmen have held a long time. This community skink has kept it going. Still have a unit of skinks, community skinks over here. Running out of ammunition here for the silver bullets, running out of ammunition for handgunners here, and they've run out here as well. But there we go, he did break eventually. Okay, that was really close actually, that was surprisingly close. Unfortunately, I just didn't think there was enough. 2 community skinks, just with that amount of value, needed to take out Balthasar Gelt there. I actually really enjoyed this battle. That was really awesome to see both the skink chiefs coming in, and the double Garys not making much value there at all. So 600 coming in for the community skinks, pretty much paying for themselves. Not much coming in from the cold ones, unfortunately. They have that one RRR crested skink at the end. 151 kills coming in from the Saurus Warriors with shields. Good stuff there. 300 from there. 136 and 140 coming in for the other ones. Good stuff going in there. 1.3 coming from Lord Mazdamundi. Not quite paying for himself. Let's have a look here. Balthasar Gale coming with 800. Any specific units here? 900 coming in from those guns, 1.2 from these, 1 there, 1.3 here, and 1.3 coming on top of the silver bullets. It's just showing the guns pretty much won that fight, but I think we all knew that. Okay, coming in from the cav, these guys about 850 each. 1.2 coming in from the great cannon as well, so good keeping that great cannon going. So pretty much the back line here, just winning it for the Empire. Yeah, Talcon played very well. Very, very good build there. He needs to come back. So it's gone. So I'm going to be needing Talcor back in here. As we look here, I will be sending a congratulations to Bob. Thank you very much for playing today, Bob, and helping out. Fantastic guy. Always up for some good stuff. Righty, righty, ho. So well played to Talcor. So he'll be now moving into the final. Just need to get hold of Void here. Let's see if we can get hold of Void. Where is my boy? Oh, there's Void. Send him a message. Yeah, so Talcor's in. Nice. So what Talcor's got to do here, he's got to beat Void Lords twice. If he beats Voids twice, he wins today, and he gets the maximum amount of points. Yeah, it was a brilliant game. I really enjoyed that, actually. I really did enjoy that game. So this is my way. Talcor super well played. Yeah. It was a fantastic game. I don't know how Talcor could have made his army any better, actually. I really did enjoy it. And it just shows why Empire's very strong up against Lizardmen. Just the amount of cheap guns they've got is just amazing. Yeah, no problem, dude. Right, seems like Void is on the way. Fantastic. Right, let's invite Void in. We'll get Void to do his first ban first while we're waiting here for Talcor. So yet again, guys, this is going to be week 1 of 4. So once all 4 weeks are done, I'll be adding up all of your points, putting your points together. I will be having a picture every single week once it's done. So I'll have week 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'll have pictures that will be pinned here in the Discord for everybody to see. That will have all of your points on. So you'll be able to see as it goes on and goes through where you're at within the leaderboards and what you need to do to get where. And yeah, so it'll be 250 points here for the winner. And all the points here are on the BattleMania page, but just to quickly go through them for you guys. So if you do come top 32, so if you participated today, you'll get 25 points. Top 16, you'll get 50 points. Top 8 gets 75. 6th here gets 90 points. 5th coming in with 100. 125 for 4th. 3rd coming in with 150. 2nd coming in with 200. And 1st coming in with 250 points. Here we go, so we have Void in. So Void to ban first here. So Void making the final again. Well played to him. Void is a very good player. That's a good shout. The map here I think is... Yes, Blue Reach River. This is also one of my favourite maps. I really like Blue Reach River quite a lot. Ooh, Wood Elf ban coming in from Void. Okay, so last week I think he did the same. I think he had a Wood Elf ban coming into... I think he ended up picking Wood Elves into... who did he end up playing against? He ended up playing up against Empire. It was an interesting game. He came up against Extraordinary. Extraordinary coming in from the RTK clan. He played very well last week as well. RTK came all the way through the losers bracket as well from round 2 or 3. And then came all the way to the final to nearly clutch it. Came in with Voltmar the Grim and came in with lots of Huntsmen. Tried to out-kite the Wood Elves. Just nearly losing, actually. Just nearly losing. Voltmar nearly pulled it through for the end. If he'd been able to fight a little bit longer and get more of his regen in, I think he might have won, coming in with his terror as well. But unfortunately there with also having 2 Waystalkers coming in from Void, so it was quite interesting to see. Okay, so just going to be waiting on Talcor. Void might not have seen that, so Talcor will be right back. I'm not sure what he's doing. Maybe just quickly pop into the toilets. Just to let you guys know, we will be doing Season 1 Week 2 next week at the same time, so it will be 5 PM GMT as well. We'll be going ahead. There'll be a few rule changes for anybody playing or anybody watching. I will be establishing those in the stream, but anybody playing, it will be in the rules when I set up the page tomorrow. So you guys should be able to see all of the updates going forward there. So just keep your eyes peeled for that. Just a few small changes that allow things to maneuver through the brackets a little bit quicker. Perfect. Okay, so looks like we're having a ban from Green Sins coming in from Talcor. So that's a good ban up against Void. Void obviously coming in with the Green Sins to win the semi-final up against Talcor, so I don't mind that ban at all. Okay, so this guy's going to ban IMP, and he's going to be playing Wood Elves. So I don't mind Wood Elves on this map. Nice large map. Has some good trees as well that you can utilise relatively well. So it should be interesting to see what Talcors are going to come up against. So there's no Wood Elves to go up against him. Maybe something like Bretonia could be quite nice here. I do like the Bretonia Fey build. Could be quite good here up against Wood Elves. You could also go High Elves. I think I like a High Elf build here. High Elves coming up against... Ooh, okay, so we're going to have a Warriors of Chaos build. So my first Chaos cast, so we haven't had any Chaos on any of the semi-finals going since. So it should be relatively interesting coming in there. I do always like to see some good Chaos coming in here. So who's your money on, guys? Who do you want to win today? Who do you want to see winning? So Void coming through winning the 6-0 last week. Is he going to get the 6-0 today? It should be interesting to see. And Rubber Duck of War, of course, winning the 5-0 the week before. Can we break tradition here today? Obviously here, if you do go through the loser's bracket, you do get an extra life, but at the same time, obviously you're going to have a little bit more attrition whilst playing, because you have to play quite a few more games. Let's go Chaos, yes! I think I'm very interested to see what he's going to pick. Very interested to see. So Talcor's ready? Perfect, perfect, perfect. So what happens here is Talcor has to beat Void here, and then the map will flip, and then what will happen is then Talcor will ban first. I've not seen a Chaos up against Wood Elves though. I think you're going to bring in some Starfire Shafts, any sort of AP coming in here for the Wood Elves. You're going to need lots of AP, I think. Could go a mass front line though for Talcor. He could be going lots of Marauders, some Marauders with great weapons. Could be going lots of skirmish as well. Maybe coming in with some, maybe some cheap Manticores coming in with that cheap Terror. There's lots of stuff you could bring here for the Chaos. There's also lots here you can do for the Wood Elves. You could come in with the Durfy build. You could come in with the complete Kite build. I think if I know Void very well, I think he'd probably be coming in with a little bit of a Kite build. Maybe seeing some Waystalkers. Maybe seeing some Missile Cavalry. Seeing some Dryads along the front line. Mixing in here with some Eternal Guard. I think that's probably what I expect to see coming in here for Void. For Talcor, obviously this is the first time Talcor coming on, so thank you very much for playing, bro. And he's played very well today, I must admit, coming in for Clan VM. Lots of boys coming in from Clan VM today, so what's up to all you guys? Thank you very much for playing. What's he going to bring for Chaos? I think there has to be some sort of skirmish cavalry. Could be seeing some... yeah, I don't know what the Lord Choice... The Lord Choice will be interesting. It's quite a large map. I obviously like seeing Prince Sigfold. I think he's probably one of the strongest characters coming in for Chaos. Although you could see Archaon here. I don't think we're going to see anything else. I think more than likely going to be seeing Archaon coming in with his fire magic as well. So just to let you guys know here, whilst we are in the final, I will be doing a Come At Me Bro. Probably not next week, but the week after. So I'll be doing BattleMania every week, and then I'll be doing a Come At Me Bro. And then I'm also going to be doing a Faction War. So going forward, there will be a couple of Faction Wars coming here on the channel. There will be some other unique stuff towards Faction Wars. And there'll also be some one build tournaments as well. So we've got some more interesting ideas going forward for you guys in regards to tournaments. I'm going to start stepping up tournaments to twice a week. And getting some more good stuff going on here. Let's see if Void is okay. Yeah, no messages coming in from him, so just... really thinking about his army here. Yeah, I also do apologise a little bit for my casting today, guys. I've been up and working very hard throughout the last 14 hours. I'm exhausted. Perfect. So we have Voiders ready, and we're having Talcor as well. I am extremely interested to see what Chaos are going to bring, because, I mean, I probably have some ideas of what I would bring, but then I'm not a very good Chaos player. I don't mind playing against Chaos. I don't particularly like playing against Wood Elves, I must admit. And to let you guys know today, for anybody that did play and did have any awesome games today, do feel free to send them into my Discord. You guys can drop some videos in there, anything you'd like me to cast. I've been casting quite a few here for Robbie Luck of War, casting quite a few for myself in the WWC as well, so any other WWC games, anything you guys would like to see here on the channel, just let me know, send them in, and yeah, I'll try and get as many of them cast as I possibly can. Yeah, so I'm a really big fan of this map. It's nice and open. You've got trees around either side that you could be a little bit sneaky with. You've also got this bit in the middle. And it just looks really nice. I really like this. Really like this map. It's really quite... I think pretty is the right word. I think it's quite pretty, to be fair. And you've got some terrain around as well. So you can utilise terrain on both sides. A little bit more this side, which I think is the side of Void. I think we'll probably be starting this side. There we go. So it looks like both players are in. Okie dokie. Ooh, so looks like we're going to be seeing a dragon and an eagle here today. Okay, so let's hop into the Wood Elves here, and we're going to be hopping into Void Lords. So it looks like we're going to be having a Spellweaver High here up on its eagle. So the Spellweaver High is going to be coming in with Loic's Blessing, Arcane Conduit, Opal Amulet, Channeling Staff, and it's going to be coming in with Soul Quench, Apotheosis, and Ancient's Protection. Okay, so it's also going to be coming with the Blessing of the Ancients. I'm not a big fan of this, and the reason being is that it has improved recharge rate only when it's in a forest. You're not really going to be having someone up in an eagle in the forest very much. We're going to be having a Forest Dragon coming in here as well, so a nice big pick coming in there. We've got some Glade Riders with Spears, 2 units. In the front here, we're going to be having 3 units of Glade Riders. So 1 Hagbane Tip, is it 2 Hagbane Tips? 2 Hagbane Tips and a normal. We're also going to be over here, on the right side, we're going to be having, is it 3 Hagbane Tips? No, so 2 Hagbane Tips and 1 normal. And some spears on either side. So 3 units of spears as well. And in the forest, we're going to be having... Ooh, we're going to be having the ROR Great Stags. So the Great Stag Knights coming in, obviously, as they're ethereal. They're going to be coming in here with a 75% physical resistance. And they're going to cause terror. These guys are tremendously expensive. Tremendously expensive. So that looks to be the entire stuff coming with the Wood Elves. And over here, obviously, spell Life over in the corner. So coming in for Chaos, we are going to be having some Skirmish Cavalry. We're going to be having some Broader Horsemen. Also going to be having some Chaos Warhound Poisons. And on the front line, we're going to be having 2 Chaos Marauders, 3, 4, maybe 5 units of Chaos Marauders on the front. Yeah, so some Chaos Marauders on the front line, and the Chaos Marauders. We're also going to be having the ROR Mirror Guard. Really like these guys. A very strong pick. We are going to be having Prince Sigfold the Magnificent. He's going to struggle here a little bit. We're going to be having a double Hell Cannon. Very interesting. And we're going to be having a Sorcerer of Fire. So what's he going to be coming in with? He's going to be coming in with Burning Head. He's also going to be having the Scroll of Shielding. Really like this. Very good pick. Very cheap. Flaming Sword of Ruin. And he's going to be coming in with Fireball and Kindle Flame. So lots of stuff coming in there. So also along this right flank, to some Marauder Horsemen here. With Javelins. 2 more units. That's 5 units of Marauder Horsemen Javelins. Chaos Warhounds of Poison. So yeah, some very good stuff coming in from both sides. How effective these Hell Cannons are going to be all depends. This is a nearly a full cav build coming in here. Ready. So let's jump into this, guys. I'm really excited to cast this, actually. I don't know how the Chaos player is going to play this. How useful are these Hell Cannons going to be, is the question. So it's obviously going to be pushing out using the cavalry here coming in from the Royal Horsemen and using the Chaos Warhounds of Poison, just pushing them out and trying to get as much value and as much buffer onto their Hell Cannons as possible, just trying to get as much damage here up onto the horses as they can. There is no front line for them to deal with, so it should be relatively interesting. So Spellweaver High coming in over here on the left, using Arcane Conduit and Low Blessing. So going to be having that Stalk and Unspottable. Maybe try to pop into the middle here, see if we can maybe try and get some free shots here up into the Hell Cannons. There is going to be Unbreakable on top of here, but there's only going to be just a few units here of Chaos Dwarfs just looking after that. So it should be relatively easy to snipe out. The Forest Dragon might struggle. There's not much for the Forest Dragon can obviously clear up some of the cheap chaff on the front line, but apart from that, there's not really going to be much for it to target. Chaos Warhounds of Poison here in the forest. Spellweaver, have they seen the Hagbane Tip Riders over here? Looks like they might have seen this. It's going to be a little bit of a dance at the beginning here. We're going to see a little bit of a dance as they try to work each other out and try to see who's got what, where, and when. Also going to have some Glaive Riders with spears over here on the right side as well. And over here in the forest, what we're going to be having over here, a Spell Singer of Life over here. Okay, after the phase is going to regenerate in the forest over here, and it's also going to be coming in with Power Stones. That's also going to increase its regeneration rate. So having those two as well, with that sitting in the forest, will regenerate its Winds of Magic much faster. So there's a good skirmish coming in over here, getting into the Lord, getting that nice free damage, and obviously having the Chaos Warhounds with Poison just nice and close in case they do come in. Get that good poison here on the Glade Tip Riders here, and hop onto those using these 3 units, just to get a nice good effective trade. So it looks like we haven't had the Hell Cannon shoot at all. It's honestly just going to be a dance here. As we can, do we have any engagement here coming from the... Both sides do need to start engaging just a little bit. Well, I believe this could be just skirmish all day. So it looks like there's a bit of engagement over here on the left. So the Hagbane Tip's coming and just shooting into the Chaos Warhounds. So it looks like the Wood Elves are going to be pushing through over on this left-hand side. This is going to favour them quite a lot. They get lots of bonuses in the woods, whilst, well, no real bonuses, they just don't get any negatives, which is where the Chaos are going to be getting negatives. It looks like the Chaos Warhounds have been caught. No, they're going to get away. Okay, so there's no push onto that. But it looks like the Spellweaver High is going to be trying to push through. Not sure where they're trying to go with that. Not sure what Void's tactics are here with the Spellweaver. Maybe just to try and duke out a couple of shots coming in here up against the Mortal Horsemen. On the right side, still no movement here. And I think, as we're going to see here, coming in for Talcor, he's not going to have any idea there's a hero over here in the side. Yeah, it's true. Cannons could eat the dragon. It's very true. But no, the dragon could get onto cannons, but I just don't think, with this much skirmish cavalry, I don't think he's going to want to risk pushing that forest dragon in. Also, Prince Sigvold is going to be pretty difficult to deal with. Also, something it's going to be a big shot going through. Where is this shot going to land, is the question. Oh, just nearly missing the Spellweaver, so some good stuff coming in there. So where the spell there? It looks like an Arcane Conduit coming through on the Spellweaver. Yeah, Void cannot be sticking his entire... He doesn't have his entire army in the forest, but he can't just be attacking in the forest. I think he does have to have a unit outside and attacking. So he does have the Spellweaver High here attacking. Oh, wow. Some good damage coming up there. Won't stop it at all, of course, but still some good damage. There you go. So they are out the forest and shooting, so I'm happy with that. Okay. So it looks like we do have Glade Riders pushing over here. So he is pushing and being more aggressive with one unit of Glade Riders. Both numbers pretty even. Quite a lot less units obviously coming in from the Wood Elves. It'd be interesting to see what they can do here. So it's something I'm going to be pushing onto the Chaos Warhounds. These guys coming 73 speed, 94 coming in here, but obviously both having poison. They should absolutely dump to this unit of Chaos Warhounds. So they are fighting out in the open now, so I'm a lot happy with that. I'm okay with some being in reserve, but I'm not too... so it's time for the Wood Elves must leave the forest. Yeah, I'm thinking so as well. I'm okay with the unit attacking outside of the forest. They are allowed to have units in the forest, and they are welcome to play in the forest. As long as they have units attacking, that's either with range or melee attack, attacking outside, I do not mind. But they have to be attacking. As you can see here, you'll see the line, so I can see when an attack animation has gone ahead. Yeah, well, we're going to play the match out. I'm going to play the match out anyway, and we're going to see how the match finishes. If the match finishes and it's a distinct win to coming in here for Talcor, then the win will be going his way. I did ask once for him to come out of the forest and attack using some of these units, and he did respond gently, but would like a little bit more of an attack, please. So there's the Glade Spears over here. It looks like he has moved his Great Stag Knights. Where do the Great Stag Knights go? The Great Stag Knights are on the back left. Okay, so it was just the Hagbane Tips over here then. Okay, so there is some shooting going on there. Okay, I'm a little bit happy with this now. The Forest Dragon, he is trying to bait and switch in and trying to get the Forest Dragon and trying to commit a few units here, so I do like that play. And this is the issue with a full skirmish build as well, is the line's really grey. I mean, that's not really smart. Of play 45 minutes only. I mean, that's not really smart part. Sorry, dude. I'm not really sure what you mean by that. You said it's not a smart part of rules. They play 45 minutes only because Talcor picked that kind of build. Talcor is more than welcome to pick this kind of build as long as he's using his skirmish cavalry and he is pushing forward. I can't see any issues with the build. And if he's brought that particular build up against a skirmish cavalry build, that's completely fine. I don't see any problem with that. Just as long as both players are attacking, I do not mind. Second part was for you, just... Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it is true. The grey line is kind of weird. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to... Yeah, no, it's true. Robert Echo War, just a little bit of sitting in the forest and firing here from the Wood Elves. I said here I don't mind having one unit outside fighting, but he can't have his only units fighting in the forest. I wasn't going to accept that. He did have some of his army outside, but he wasn't being aggressive with it. So it looks like we do have the Hell Cannon here. Where's it going to be targeting? It is going to be targeting it up against the Glade Riders. Just hitting one or two models there. Yeah, so a couple of models being lost here. So the when it comes into the healing, they're going to struggle just a little bit more. So there's some good stuff coming in from the Spellweaver High. They're the best we have. Yeah, they are trying to balance some sort of things, and they are the best we have, and unfortunately they are player made. I think Eric Krastet made them, and there's some of the rules we have to follow by, guys. And it becomes a little bit difficult when people try to cheese the rules a little bit, and that's where an element of respect comes in when you're playing up against your opponents. Just play the best you can and play to the best of the rules. That's all you can do. The simple thing is, if you lose gracefully, and accept it and come back better next time. There's no point just trying to cheese your way to all the wins, because eventually somebody will stop you and will change the rules to stop you from doing it. Right, anyway, let's get back into battle here. We don't need to talk any more about that. So we still do have some good skirmish coming in over here. So it's just going to be skirmish on skirmish. It's going to be he's going to be pushing in here with the Hagbane Tit Riders up against the Chaos Warriors here. And they are going to be pushed back here by the Chaos Warhounds. They're going to get poisoned. They might even get trapped, and some good damage coming in through from the Royal Horsemen. These guys should break, but they will come back. They're a little bit too fast over here. So it's like the cannon is going to be firing here into the Glade Riders. So where are the Great Stag Knights? Great Stag Knights still in the back. And I don't see any problem with this, but the heroes still in the back there in the forest, gaining some magic here coming in for the Wood Elves. So it looks like it's still relatively even. So it looks like the Hell Cannon here was broken. So in the back here we do have the Glade Spear Riders. It looks like they did come around the back. That's why the cannon was shooting there. Prince Sigvald here in the back, being pushed up by some Chaos Warhounds and the Fire Sorcerer. So it looks like there was a spell going through, some good damage, and it looks like the Hell Cannon has gone down. Another message coming through here. No, it's really difficult. He is allowed to have units in the forest as long as he's attacking. There is absolutely no problem with that. He doesn't have to entirely lead the forest. As long as he's not camping most of his army in the forest, that's not a problem. He is fighting with the majority of his army. I don't see that being a problem. I don't understand, like, as long as he's fighting with the majority of his army, I don't see the problem. I'll have a chat afterwards, and we'll try and see if we can resolve this. As with always with all of these games, we play to the end regardless, and then we always just send me. And this was the issue we had today. We why not pull crew? Cannons can survive this. Yeah, the cannons unfortunately have been destroyed. But over here in the forest, so it looks like the Wood Elves don't need to leave now. So here he's fighting with less than half his army, and the majority is in the forest. He does need to leave. There we go. So there's Sigvald here going up against some Glade Riders. And here, guys, because we had a bit of an issue today, I'm going to talk about this whilst we're playing. We did have a player, which unfortunately is neither the player's fault, but as soon as there's an issue or a confrontation in the match, you just need to send it forward immediately, and that's why this was postponed today, just a little bit. If there are any issues, I will review it myself. Some of this seems okay to me, but my perspective as a new player in multiplayer, compared to what others might think, maybe a little bit different. So as you can see, he has fully left. I don't see the problem here now. I'll have a chat with Talcor after this and just see what he thinks. So Glade Riders and Hagbane Tips here. So these guys aren't being active. I'd like to see them shooting into the Chaos Warriors here, and maybe some of the Chaos Marauders. Still have the Dragon over the top. So the Dragon should be able to get involved just a little bit more here. I'll have to see the Dragon get in and maybe try and see if it can hop onto some of the back line here. The Dragon really doesn't have too many targets now that the cannons have gone down. Okay, so it looks like there is going to be a spell going down here. Straight onto the Firecaster. Nice good hit there in the front of him. So it looks like the Great Stag Knights, the ROR, are going to be getting pushed off. So is there going to be any magic damage coming in over here? So it looks like there's going to be no magic damage coming in here. These guys also causing terror. What's going to be coming down here? So there's a spell going. So Flaming Sword of Ruin. That's also going to increase magic attacks. That's good play coming in here from Talcor. Good breath spell going down up against the Royal Horsemen. Very, very even game here. We have Prince Sigvald in the front. It's going to be hard for him to start chasing off some of these units. These guys are out of ammunition. Is he still shooting with any units? So he is still shooting with the Glade Riders here on the right-hand side. Great Stag Knights on the right. So he's still shooting with 3 units, so I'm happy with that. He's going to be shooting up against the Royal Horsemen. I missed the start. What happened? You also can't camp a forest with the intent of fight. with the intent of fighting there, but it's such a grey rule. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, Rebel Record War. The issue here is for, I'd say, a good 75 to 80% of this battle, we have had Void here. Void Lords has been fighting in the majority in the open with some of his army, at least half his army being out and fighting. And there was periods that he was fighting within the forest and retreating to the forest. So in my opinion, it is a rule break, but I want to play to the end here to make it as fair as possible, and I'll make a decision afterwards. If you have anything that you've seen, dude, or if you're able to watch the beginning for me, or anybody else able to watch the beginning for me and make a judgment, maybe even if Bob's still in the chat, maybe if Bob has an opinion as well, and getting an opinion on that would be fantastic. In my opinion, it's a rule break, but we're going to play this through anyway. It does look like, I think it's starting to pull just about. It's just pulling. It's going to be very close. I think it's just about pulling in the Wood Elf favour. Still lots of ammunition. I mean, lots of the ammunition is gone as well. The Spellweaver is still in the forest. He is attacking, to be fair. Okay, so he's attacking over here now as well. Okay, it looks like didn't manage to gain anything there, unfortunately. Attacking roll again, unfortunately. So we do have some units firing over here on the right. Yeah, these are the only. They've got 3-4 units left of range here. Yeah, I mean, unless you guys have opinions, Void is a great player, but he does this a lot, which is a shame. I know, which is unfortunately why the game will be going to Talcor. But I'll respect both players. They are here on stream. They have made the final, so we will still play this to the end. It's not exactly a brilliant game, and to be quite honest, there's not a lot for me to cast. But we'll finish it out either way, and hopefully Void will learn the lesson from this. So some good shots coming in here still from the Glade Riders. These guys are pushing on, so some good stuff coming in here. Ooh. It's like overcast self-damage there coming onto the Chaos Sorcerer Fire. Still some units of Glade Riders in the forest. Still got the hero in the forest. What's a shame, he just picked a build to counter Chaos. Shame game is because of counter pick with WC against WE. As I've discussed many times, as we all know, and I'm going to literally say this once, I'm going to say this very quickly, I really like Void, and I really like having Void in these tournaments. He has once or twice, I've had a few complaints up against him and being very grey and up against the rules. I think here is an example as of how you can push the rules just a little bit, and I do like skirmish play. I even had a bit of a rule here up against, I had Rusky Jim, he had a game up against Lumacy, I think was the name. I do apologise if that's incorrect. There was a little bit of a skirmish game going on there as well. No, it's got nothing to do with the builds. The builds are absolutely fine. There's nothing to do. There's nothing wrong with the builds. It's how you play them. So as long as we have a fireball going down the middle, this just should do some good damage up against these guys. How many units have they got left over here? So we've still got 14 units out of 24 over here. So should still get some good healing as well. So there is, and like, I do like the build. I do like the fact that the hero is in the woods and she is gaining with Power Stone. Is still gaining, regenerating the Winds of Magic coming here. I think that's a really smart play. Whether that's legal or not, I really don't know. It's a really great area. I think it's fine, and I think it's actually kind of smart. I kind of like it. But it looks relatively even here. I think the Wood Elves are going to struggle. They're still attacking here with the Knight. Let's give another charge coming in the back from the Glade Riders up against the Chaos Marauders here. Still a relatively healthy dragon as well. So looks like the Lord has gone down Is this a mistake, or is she going to get away with this? No, that's not going to get away. You know, and also there's going to be a game tomorrow that I'm going to be casting where I go up against my boy Spud. Spud, I cast a game yesterday when him and I played, and I beat him with Greenskins. He beat me with, he comes in with Norska and beats me when I use Wood Elves. I try a little bit of a kiting game, and you see just how badly it goes when sometimes you're not a good kite player with Wood Elves. You'll see that his caster does very, very well up against me. So it looks like they have managed to get some okay damage up on the Spellweaver, not able to trap her coming in with 110 speed. Still a relatively close game, just favouring the Wood Elves just a little bit here. We still do have some attacking over here, so that's okay. And like, I'm not saying that any of the rules that we talked about here, anything we're talking about, like, I'm not saying that Void has completely destroyed the rules here. I'm just saying here that he's played with them just a little bit. A nice breath spell coming in, doing some good damage up against this blob. And able to get the Spellweaver with some good damage, but this blob here is obviously going to be favouring the breath spell coming in from the Forest Dragon. So there seems to be 2 units here left with ammunition, no, maybe 3 units coming in with the Glade Riders over here. So just slowly picking apart the army here coming in from the Chaos, but the Chaos are now starting to go into the trees. Okay, so looks like the dragon has hopped down here. And so it's going to be breaking here up against the Chaos Sorcerer. So it's just going to be breaking him. And so good charge coming in. Is he going to be able to get out low expressing? So given the price 24% speed, so it's a good micro coming in there. Glade Riders with high tips on the right hand side. Pretty strong core coming in here as well. He might come back. It's hard to say if he's going to be coming back here. You have the Spellweaver higher in the top, still doing some. It's still got some Shattered here coming in from the Chaos Marauders. That's probably looking it for Chaos, unfortunately. There's not a lot left. They are blobbing quite well, but still in the forest, so. I think we're just going to get this game out of the way, guys, and then we'll just have to move on to the next one. As you can see here, still no entities attacking. Although they are coming with the charge animation, there's still no attacking coming in from Void. So there's no consistent attacking, it's just cycle charging. So this is breaking the rules. As you can see, nothing is sustained there. Just a little bit of no, not even combat over here. Yeah, so this is just cycle charging at this point. Alright, let's catch up with the chat. Here about the last tournament, not to do with the builds. Skirmish is fine. I enjoy skirmish games. I love skirmish games. I think skirmish, you've got to be very, very smart to play a good skirmish game. I mean, I don't see the rule break here anyway. We've also still got to take down Prince Sigvold. I mean, he's no joke, that's for sure. So we just got the unbreakable units coming from the Hell Cannon and obviously Prince Sigvold. He's not going to be unbreakable, but he's going to last pretty long, I think. So yeah, I think we'll be doing a different map on the next one, and we'll just see what happens there. Both guys we're going to pick. We'll have Talcor here. He'll be banning twice, and then we'll see what we'll be seeing here. What Void's going to pick into that. Right, if this goes on a little bit longer, I'm just going to end it. I'm all about these guys playing. I'm all about getting you guys on stream. But when it gets a little bit like this, I'll just end it myself. There you go. So it's going to be Broken coming in here. There you go. Okay. So bear with, guys. I'm just going to have a chat with both players and see if we can get this resolved. Normally, if we cannot, then I will just make a decision and we'll carry on with the tournament. Yeah, so still coming in with some okay value, some of these guys. Not tremendous. 1.8k coming in from the Forest Dragon. 1.69k coming in here from the Great Stag Knights. I really love these units. These are such an awesome unit to come out of the DLC. Fantastic unit. 2.6k coming here. No value coming out from the Life Singer. And a couple of hundred here. Hell Cannons unfortunately not be able to utilise. The Mortal Horseman not doing too bad. Mortal Horseman not doing too bad. Always going to struggle here up against the end, really. So sadly, due to some rule breaks coming in from Void, which includes attacking and consistently attacking, and a little bit of forest camping, I will be awarding the win here to Talcor. I'm going to see how these guys react to it, and they can either react to it positively or they can react to it negatively. Therefore, it will be game 2. Talcor to pick to ban first. So guys, I'm not picking a side here. I'm literally using my judge here on it to evaluate what I think was fair play and what I think wasn't. A few people were a little bit annoyed with the way Void played last week in the final. I didn't see it very bad. He went into Forest once, he came out when I asked him, and he continued to play the game well. Both players played it well, and OE was happy in the finish. As we can see here, he's played a little bit more campy here with Void, and I can understandably a few of you guys aren't too happy. I'm more than happy with skirmish builds, just as long as there's maintained attack and not continuous cycle charging. And I'm not a big fan when you've got 75% of your army within a forest and it's just shooting outwards when it gives you a clear advantage. I'm all about giving yourself advantages in the game. I'm all about the game being fair. And if these guys do or don't decide to continue, it's up to them. If these guys do not want to play, which is completely understandable, what I'll do is we'll end it there. We'll be giving both players 200 points. Nobody will get 250, and we will just end this week's tournament. And then going forward. No, so the only rule exception within this tournament is when it comes to a double final, there is no repeat. So there will be a map change as well. So I think here today we'll probably play on, let's have a look. No, we'll probably play on, yeah, let's play on Halotted Bridge. I still can't understand what was the rule break. Shooting and attacking, cycle charging. So even at the end there, dude, I think we can all agree that there was just continuous cycle charging in the trees. Now, I understand the other opponent is in the trees as well, but there was some cycle charging and also some maneuver whilst not firing. And admittedly, there was even a little bit of rule break from Talcor in the at the end. But he was not shooting even sometime. Who you referring to, Dr. Jellyfish? If we not count shooting from forest. So as I said, and this is the rule, I don't mind engaging with skirmish, but if you're just going to play wood elves and only kite from the trees, it just makes for a really crap game, and it's not very fair to your opponent. It's difficult. I've made the call. I'm sorry not all of you are going to agree with that. And guys, please feel free to DM me about your opinions and about how it should be played. It's an extremely grey area. As of to my knowledge, I mean, that may be understandable. And listen, he could still come back and win this game. There's no reason for him to not come back and win this game. I still think he played very well. I think if both players had just gone at it, I don't know. Void can either choose to play it or not, or he can choose to DM me if he likes. He can choose to be annoyed at me if he likes. I've made the call based on my best judgment. I'm also very new to this. I tried to put on a nice live stream for all of you guys and put on a nice tournament so you guys can all enjoy it. So it looks like he is going to be playing, so well done to Void. Thank you very much. So it's like he's going to be banning Imp. So good stuff coming in from him, and we're going to be having a Vampire Coast ban coming in from Talcor. So now we just need Talcor to ban. And listen, Void won last week. Void is still a very, very good player. And honestly, he would absolutely dumpster me. Like, he is very, very good. I just think based on my best judgment, I just don't think that was a truly fair matchup in what I observed. I saw multiple breaks from the start of the game, needed to be attacking and not. Yeah, I mean, I came in and saw the same game from you, Rusky. And it's very... Okay, second ban Talcor. I think he's just saying that he would, if you were to add up all the time that he wasn't attacking or wasn't shooting, there wouldn't be a total amount of 30 seconds, is what he's trying to say. And so it looks like he's going to be going WE and he's going to be banning Brett. So it looks like we have a Vampire count and a Brett ban. So it looks like we might have some good cavalry coming in here today. Be interesting to see. And believe you and me, guys, I would market myself just as hard as well if I was playing, and against anybody. It's not just because it's a particular person or a particular this or a particular that. I try to value everybody the same, as I think Rusky Jim will back me up here. I came into his game earlier. I observed there was a little bit of a skirmish dispute. Robert War agreed. So I went back in and watched the game. The game was absolutely fine. The game still ended out the same way with a win against Rusky Jim. Read my Discord, dude. Yeah, will do. Yeah, and just to say today, guys, because I think there was quite a few people here that would annoy with today's tournament, and especially from the player's perspective, there's been a few kiting errors in today. Okay, dude, let's stop focusing on this 30 seconds, okay? And I'm going to start talking really So for today, there's been a few issues here in regarding kiting and how it can work. Just be fair to everybody. If someone says, I don't think that's fair, we all review it, and someone goes, and someone else's agreement is, I don't think that's fair as well, then we all have an agreement that it's not fair. There is no set rules. We just have to judge it for ourselves. That's all we can do. Same dude. And it seems that Void is still being a fantastic sport here and going ahead and playing, so very, very well played to him. Just going to be cracking on with this. He's also a fantastic greenskin player. I really like seeing Void come in with the greenskins. He's a very, very good player with the greenskins. And greenskins up against what else could be a very interesting matchup. I think I fancy the greenskins relatively heavily, but it should be interesting to see. But I do kind of like the Brett and the VC ban coming in with that hard cavalry ban. I think I wouldn't have also minded seeing High Elves up against what else. But Talcor up against it here. If he does win this, he will be winning 250 points today. And if Void does win again, he'll not only be 2 in a row, he'll be also getting away with 250 points. Right, so it looks like we're ready. There we go, some good sportsmanship coming in from Void. I really like to see that. Good luck, have fun. And that's what we're all here to do, guys. We're all here to have fun. And that's all I want it to be. I want people to have fun. I want people to gain points. I want there to be an awesome final where everybody can really enjoy it and enjoy all the content. I don't want to be sit here talking for a couple of hours about shooting rules. Just be respectful of your opponents. I did mention that. I did mention that. I'm really excited to see this, actually. I'm really excited to see Greenskins up against Wood Elves. It should be quite an interesting matchup. Greenskins up against Wood Elves was really fun earlier. And the Greenskins matchup was also awesome. That's probably my favourite match of today. Greenskins up against Greenskins was really awesome. And yeah. And guys, instead of maybe focusing here onto what someone could have done better for 30 seconds or what someone couldn't have done better, maybe let's just try and get a little bit more chat into these guys, giving them a little bit more support here. It should be a really awesome game going forward here. Yeah, dude, Greenskins vs Greenskins was really fun, man. And I must say, actually, one of my favourite battles of today, I don't know if Rusky Jim still has it, but if he has that game, I want to see that game. We had Dowry coming up against High Elves, and what a game that was, guys. What a game that was. I would love to cast that game. That was a very, very good game. I enjoyed that today. But my favourite game today was, for sure, Greenskins up against Greenskins. What a fantastic build coming in there. I really like the Wurzag pick. Unfortunately, he did get popped on by Grom there, which was quite unfortunate there for... I think that was Talcor playing here up against... That was Talcor up against Void here, actually. That was the game, but I really enjoyed that. I think it was these two. I think so. Guys, looks like one of the players. Oh, there we go. We are looking to hop in. Looks like we have. Oh no, it's just like stabilizing. A little bit of internet issues going on here. Ah, there we go. Right, so it's going to the Wood Elves here, and it looks to be the Talcor coming in. So we have Talcor coming in with some Wild Riders with shields, some Dryads, and on the front line, I like this. Lots and lots of Dryads. These guys cause fear, so it should be good up against the Greenskins. Also, we have some more Wild Riders with shields, 4 units of Eternal Guard. I do like this pick as well. We have some Starfire Shafts. Now, big fan of the Starfire Shafts. So if anybody did see my video here up against the Greenskins, Starfire Shafts are a must. Coming in with their AP and their fire damage, they're good against nearly half the stuff coming in the Greenskins roster, as it does have regen. So it's a good thick front line, and we're going to be having Ari Hell. So I mean, she's a phenomenal character coming in from the newest DLC. Really like her quite a lot. She's going to be coming in with Berry Wine, Acorns of the Oak Ages, Soul Stealer, Apotheosis, Greater Arcane Conduits. We're going to be having Ancient Protection, and obviously she's going to be unbreakable. I mean, what a fantastic unit. I'm a big fan of her, big fan of her. And it's like we're going to be having Drycha as well. So I like Drycha, she's going to be coming in with Rouse of the Wrath, so coming in with the Dryad Summon. Also going to be having Fanatical Resolve, so that's going to be that stage 3 going in there. and she'll be coming in with Frenzy herself. So a nice Wood Elf build here. This should be really cool to see. I'm really interested to see how this is going to go. So for the greenskins, we're going to be having some more skirmish. We're going to be having the Spider Rider Archers, 3 units here. I do really like these guys. And we're also going to be having some Wolf Riders over here. So some Spider Riders mixed in with some Wolf Riders. We're going to be having the Goblin Spider Riders here, so the council with the melee attacks. Also having that poison. We're going to be having some Stone Trolls, mixing in with some more Stone Trolls. Some Goblins on the front line here, mixing in with the 8-peak Loonies, like these guys, Unbreakable, also coming in here with their special ability. They're going to be taking those mushrooms. Some more Stone Trolls, 2 units of Orc Shaman. So it looks like we're going to have the double Orc Shaman coming in with the double Scrolls coming in here. Yeah, so 1 Scroll there and Brainbuster. Where is the other one here? So we're going to be going in here with him. He's going to be having Edbutt as well. Over on the right, some more Stone Trolls mixing in with some Goblins. 3 units here of Skirmish Cavalry and another unit of Forest Goblin Spider Riders. As you can see here, really nice and wide coming in from the greenskins. Good stuff over here. So going to be flanking around, trying to get into the back, maybe trying to get into these Starfire Shafts. I didn't see who the Lord here today was. Oh, so it looks like we're going to be having Grom the Paunch coming in with the Great Units here, and also going to be having Language of the Boys. Now, if he doesn't shut down the Starfire Shafts, it could be in some big problems here. So it looks like these guys are on the flank from either side. So it looks like both of them are going to be moving around. Like, see both of them start to maneuver their forces forward. A little bit of a stalemate here, as it looks like they're going to be trying to get some units into position. So it looks like you have to start blocking here using the Wild Riders with shields. Maybe try and see if you can get the Starfire Shaft to shoot into some of these units of Goblin Spider Riders. There's going to be lots of Goblin Spider Riders here in the back, and there is no ROR, but I really like the ROR version coming in with they're about 600 gold compared to 450, but they're coming in with the regeneration. If you can protect those guys, they're going to be looking after their models really nicely. A very OP pick coming in from the greenskins. Spider Riders in general are just a ginormous pain to deal with here. So I'd like to see some more attacking rules coming from these guys. So there is some attacking rules coming in with the Glade Guard shooting in. Looks like both teams are shooting, so I'm absolutely fine with that. Looks like the greenskins aren't going to be moving forward. There is only 2 units here in the forest, a hero and a lord, so that's absolutely fine by me. No rule breaking coming from either side. Looks like these guys are going to be shooting here into these spiders. A very good choice. These guys are a ginormous pain to deal with. So as they're distracted there, it'd be nice to see the greenskins hit this front line and really try and get some good value. As these guys are turning around and shooting into this distraction, and look at this, very good stuff coming in from Void. I really like this play. Lots and lots of skirmish all over the place. This is the nightmare to deal with. Not a fan of this, because this is just so much that you have to deal with from all different angles, as well as this big punchy front line here coming in with some Stone Trolls. Stone Trolls not having any leadership, but should still pack a punch here up against the front line. So they are still firing into the back here. They're able to hold on to the forest as close as they like. That's completely fine. But they do need to engage. So it looks like we are going to be having the Wild Riders pushing here up against the Goblin Wolf Riders. The Goblin Forest Spider Riders here with their poison coming in, their melee attack should be able to block here relatively effectively up against the Wild Riders with shields. Should do very well up there. So it looks like we have the Stone Trolls along with Grom the Paunch hitting in the front. What are we having here? So Grom's going to be having Soul Sealer popping down on here, so some good stuff coming in there. So that should be coming in from an Ariel, getting some good damage here up against the Stone Trolls. These guys do not have much leadership, so it looks like the Great Unit here has been popped. So leadership, base weapon damage, and melee attack going here up against the Eternal Guard. Eternal Guard should do pretty well here, coming with the armor piercing. Bonus for large, anti-large, should be very good up against the Stone Trolls. Frontline has hit, and it looks... Ooh, a nice Brainbuster. Oh no, that wasn't a Brainbuster. Damn, that was the L'Oreal spell there coming in. Oh no, Drycha spell, sorry. And it was the summon coming in from the Malevolent Dryads. My apologies there. We have the Orc Shaman here in the middle. Another Brainbuster there in the middle. So the 8-peak Loonies here going into the middle up against here. They're going to be coming in with their poison melee attacks. And we might be able to see a few Fanatics throwing about. Over on the left we have Ariel here trying to bolster up, and it looks like War has been popped, so the War is going across in the entire front line. That's a very good surround here coming in from Void. The Greenskin player here playing very well. We do have a broken unit of Stone Trolls. These guys will heal and come back. That is the advantage of having them. Looks like we're going to be having the Orc Shaman in the front. The AP is supporting them, and over on the side here we are going to have some Forest Goblin Spider Riders just shutting down the Glade Guard here. This is just the second game, so being that Void lost the first one, he has to win this. Whoever wins this game wins the entire tournament today. So it's like the Stone Trolls have come back over here. Over on the left side, we still do have some Goblin Spider Riders here in the back doing some good damage. The Goblins here up against the Eternal God, they will lose relatively easily. And it's like Ariel is going to be pushing away from some Stone Trolls. Get the Stone Trolls into the forest here and get some good damage up against these units. Dryads and the like are going to do relatively well in here, but not up against the Mass Swarm. A summoned unit coming in here of the Malevolent Dryads. These guys won't be lasting too long, as you can see they're going to combo there. Orc Shaman will come back. Stone Trolls here on the side coming through with the healing. Spider Riders coming in. There is a little bit of a push into the forest here. Coming in. That seems to be fine. A little bit touchy about this. But both players are fighting in the forest, so I don't see this being a problem. Drycha in the middle here going up against the Stone Trolls. Orc Shaman here obviously popping. We had Grom's ability going in there. Really, really like Grom. Grom's a fantastic pick here. My favourite pick for the Greenskins. He's very, very good. Very, very tanky. Just lots and lots of damage. Ariel is also going to be a ginormous pain to deal with. She also comes through with Terror, I think. Yeah, so she's going to be coming through with Terror as well. It's going to be terrible here for the Greenskins. Spider Rider's doing some good stuff. Going to try and just probably push off the Clay God here. Maybe try and see if we can get the Stone Trolls back inside and get some good damage there. Try to get some more of these units back involved as well. We do have some units of Stone Trolls healing over here in the background. Some Eternal Guard coming back in. Over on the right side, some Goblins. And it looks like it seems to be that there's a good pocket here of Wood Elves doing relatively well. Pushing away Grom. Balance of power slightly pushing in the favour here of the Wood Elves, I think, slightly. Mostly due to the damage from Grom the Paunch, I think, and some of the heroes. Heroes relatively damaged. Ariel very, very healthy. What's she going to be doing here? Apotheosis on herself, I think. Yeah, appears to be Apotheosis. Also coming in, just trying to see if she can snipe Grom. That's not going to be happening there. She's not. She's just going to be coming through with magic attacks. No fire damage. So nothing there up against Grom. Do we have any of the archers left? So it looks like all the archers have been pushed off. So some good stuff coming in there from Void. Just pushing off those archers are very key when it comes up against Grom. Shattered unit of Glayguard Starfire Shafts over there. We also have some Dryads and some Glayguard getting here pushed off as well by the Spider Riders. Just showing how these cheap Spider Riders are fantastic in a matchup such as this. So we do have the Eternal Guard here, getting a nice good blob here up with Drycha. As you can see, they are going to be pushing forward, pushing off these units. So it looks like the shields here, the Wild Riders with shields. Not having many models left, but still holding relatively well. That's a lot of leadership considering just how much damage they have sustained. This is another summoned unit, is it? Yeah, I think that's another summoned unit here in the front. Yeah, they're coming in with her colours as well. So another summoned unit coming in the front here of Malevolent Dryads. I think they're going to struggle here to deal with Alariel. I really don't know what they've got to deal with Alariel. So, absolutely fine at the moment. As you can see, the Greenskins are going to be pushing off broken units. So, absolutely fine there for these guys to be manoeuvring in the way they are. Going to be pushing off here using some Goblin Wolf Riders. Good stuff there. The poison going to come in, try and get into the back of these units, start poisoning them, really start taking them down and making them easier to kill. Stone Trolls, and this is what makes Stone Trolls very, very powerful. If you can maintain them on the map, these guys can heal tremendously, and they just pack a punch. Their leadership is a bit of a problem, so you do have to protect them, and especially coming up against the Terror, you can see just how much they waver when the Terror comes in here from Ariel. Okay, nothing going on there. So it looks like Alariel in the middle. So the Goblins are going to be coming back. Grom is still healing. Orc Shamans and the like are just... I think they're just going to be pushing away. I like this play. Push away with the Trolls. Engage with everything else where possible. Try and get as much healing in from your Trolls as possible. As you can see, it's starting to sway the balance of power. And that's where regen becomes really, really powerful. You need to start pushing Alariel off and try and see if you can get rid of these units as quickly as possible. Got to be careful though. A full surround could come in. Just got to see. He needs to chase off for the rest of these units while still engaging. As you can see, a shattered unit of Dryads over here. We need to start bringing these units back in and start see if he can push off maybe some of the Eternal Guard. Start picking off any sort of stray units that he can get his hands on. So some good pushing away here. As you can see, the Goblin Forest Spider Riders have very low leadership, so just a little bit of a push coming in from Drycha will push them away. I think she causes fear. Yeah, so just coming in with fear there, but fear will be enough to push off these Spider Riders, no problem. Grom's going to be coming through with a nice good bit of cycle charging here up against the Dryads. These Goblins have been broken, as well as the Orc Shaman. Notice the Orc Shaman is going to be surviving. Just a little bit more healing. Is there an engagement? So there's just an engagement here on the front side and just a rear. I really like the play coming in from Void here. Having the guys up along the back, always shooting into the back of them, always just being a pest, just as these Spider Riders are. Such a pain to deal with. We're on to see the Stone Trolls here and the Goblins getting back involved. Two relatively healthy units over here and the healing coming in here from the Stone Trolls. We need to start getting these guys back involved. You see Grom here in the pocket. If Grom was happy to break and go off here, as he's coming very close to his healing cap. And a good charge going to coming in for the Wild Riders. Grom is going to be coming in, maybe just slapping some booty here. Yeah, killing a couple of models, absolutely tearing some apart. And yeah, the Ariel blob is still real. So looks like they're going to be pushing up against the Spider Riders. So perhaps some good value there. So she's coming in with some missile and physical resistance. So she might actually break a unit of Forest Goblin Spider Riders and maybe the units of Goblins here. Just with the Terror alone. Now, if Void is able to get her on her own and able to get some lots and lots of stabby going on over here in this corner, it could be very, very good coming from him. And I think that's going to be the plan. I think he's going to try and see if he can get a nice good force around on her. But she does have lots and lots of healing coming in with Apotheosis. Spider Rider still on the left-hand side, still getting some good damage here up against the Malevolent Dryads and the Eternal Guard. Just some very, very good play coming in from the Greenskins and from the Wood Elves as well, to be fair. Using Drycha and using Alaria very well just to push off certain units. I really like the play, just healing up against the Stone Trolls. So so it looks like the Greenskins have been pinned in here using some stuff coming from Alaria and using some Eternal Guard. Taking quite a bit of damage here from the Stone Trolls. Surprisingly not enough to push these guys off. Very interesting there. Power balance is starting to go into the Greenskin favour, I think, just because the healing is starting to come in, especially with this very healthy unit of Stone Trolls. Spider Riders are running out of ammunition though, so they're going to have to be careful with those. But they still are going to have those poison values, so the poison values should be able to come in and start slowing some of these units down. A good charge coming in from Grom as well. Fantastic coming up against the Eternal Guard. Eternal Guard will do well here, but the all the mashing coming up here, including the Stone Trolls and the charges coming in from the Goblin Wolf Riders, should break them. Yep, good break there. Ariel really trying to get in and just trying to save any units she possibly can. A nice brain buster here coming up in the Eternal Guard. Very, very good micro coming in from Void. Alariel is really going to try and save everything she can try and get hands on. It's just going to be coming down to Drycha and Alariel here, I think. Yeah, it seems to be that's the way there, unfortunately. They have some more units over here breaking on the flanks. So some Dryads, broken, shattered Eternal Guard. Not going to be seeing any of these units back anytime soon, unfortunately. So in the middle here, we're going to be having the Stone Trolls here coming up against the Ariel. But there is going to be maybe some terror routing going on here. If they can get a mass rout, plus maybe a couple of shatters, that could be absolutely fantastic coming in here. Oh, nice. A very, very good spell coming in here. I'm not particularly sure what spell that was. Let me have a quick look. That might be... Was that Blood? No, it's not Bloodwine, but it's the other one, but I can't remember what it's called. I haven't used Ariel in a very long time. I used her on the first day she came out in campaign and haven't used her since. I'm not a Wood Elves player, and I shouldn't be. But Drycha coming in also causing the fear. Should do okay. I think Stone Trolls also cause fear. Yes, they cause fear. So only the terror here going to really affect them. But it looks like here the Greenskins will be taking this one. So very well played coming in here from Void coming in from Void. Fantastic, well played from him. I really like the surround here at the beginning using the Skirmish Cavalry. Very, very good stuff. It's just showing how good of a player he is. Just showing that with the Skirmish Cavalry, just very elite. And I do like Ariel coming in. She is unbreakable. She's a very, very good unit. Looks like going to be fighting up to the bitter end here using Alariel. She's just going to be coming in, trying to get as much value as she possibly can. Which I don't mind at all. Going to be absolutely smashing that booty there of the Orc Shaman. So it looks like we're going to be having the showdown here. We're going to be having Ariel coming up here up against Grom the Paunch. Oh, nice animation coming in there with the Vine Whips. I mean, she's a fantastic character. I really like what they've done with her, actually. Ooh, yeah, some awesome animations coming out here. I really like this battle. Be very interested to see Grom's value off this. I think Grom's value could be very, very strong. Looks like we're having the 1v1 showdown that we all want to see. I respect this. Nice, good charge. Looks like he's very, very close to his healing cap. And Grom doesn't... Oh, he is immune to psychology. So that will also play an effect here as well. So coming on... Ah, she's dead. That's a shame. Well, guys, what a fantastic battle we had here in the final today. Sorry, obviously, it got the way it did there in the first game. But it seems in the second game here, a very fantastic game coming in from Void. Void Lols yet again winning a BattleMania. Fantastic stuff coming in from him. So let's have a look here. So we're going to be having Grom coming in 1.7k value. Both York Shamans coming in with about 755 and 500 each. These guys probably would have cost in the range of about 700 each. Grom was just a little bit more expensive. Probably coming in at about 1.8, maybe 2k value there. Goblins doing okay. 300 value there on the unit of Goblins. Not too bad. You don't normally see that. Goblin Spider Riders here coming in with 540, 600 coming in for the Wolf Riders, 700. Just these units are incredible. The value that you get from some of the Goblin Spider Riders is just incredible. 1.2k coming out the Stone Trolls, 1.2k here, 1.1k coming out these Stone Trolls, and another 1.1k coming out of these. Just fantastic there, just showing how the regen is really, really good here for this battle. GG's well played. Void, you are this week's winner for BattleMania. So fantastic stuff coming in there from Void. I want to say thank you very much to everybody that's participated today. I understand there's a few bits and bobs here coming up for rules. These were things that I'll have a chat with a few people in the next couple of days and probably try and wise up a little bit for the next one. I want to try and keep this as fun as I possibly can. So GG's coming in from Void, so thank you very much, Void, for being understanding. GG well played. Thanks Loggett for hosting a wonderful tourney and for Void for the fun games. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much to both players there. Honestly, thank you so much for being very kind and just going straight through to the next game. No complaining, playing the tournament. Thank you very much to everybody. As of next week, guys, Orion, Ariel power couple. I just want to say thank you for everybody. As of going from next week, there'll be a few small changes that should help things run a little bit smoother. So we should implement those as well. Any issue in the tournament, guys, just so we don't have this error again, just bring any issues up immediately to me. I will investigate it myself. Still, thank you very much, Talcor Dude. Have a fantastic evening, and same with you, Void. Thank you very much for playing. And yep, well played to everybody in the tournament today. I hope you guys had a fantastic day. I really do. It's been I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed doing these guys. So I will be hosting the week 2 next week. So I'll be putting all the points here into the Discord. So if anybody would like to see, it will be there in the Discord for everybody to see. I'll leave it pinned there on the page. And every single week I'll be updating all the points. As I said, yet again, all top 8 players will be going through to the BattleMania Invitational, and we'll be playing for prizes there on week 5. So I hope to see all of you there. I hope to see all of you during the next videos I'll be posting over the next couple of days. And as I said, we'll be having some more multiplayer content coming forward with King of the Hills. We'll be doing a Come At Me Bros. And we'll be doing all sorts of other things going forward. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Take care of yourself during these very difficult times. And I will see you in the next video.